Biafra is all he asks for. Every night and day he's shouting and pointing to one direction, but his own people are blind and saying it's causing division. Tell me why someone who sacrificed his life for you and I. Tell me why out of sight has become out of our mind. He's asking for nothing and cares about not for his people emancipation. No. But there is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. In the morning sun will rise. There is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. The morning sun will rise. He doesn't care about nothing and abandon his family. Oh. Take your time and think what he's going through. He doesn't want to give up but to protect you. Even when they throw him African juju. Oh no, Bring up the cannon now. Let me hear you sing. Bring up the cannon now. The cannon now. Bring up the cannon now. You hate him because of envy. We love him, he's one and only. We follow him because he's ready to die for the freedom of his people. Whatever he said, it's a prophecy. Take it on, you live it, let you believe. He's so fanatical and ever ready to die for the freedom of his people. There is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. In the morning sun will rise. There is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. The morning sun will rise. Bring up the cannon now. 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 Let me hear you sing. Everybody on my job is singing. Bring up the cannon. Bring up the cannon. Yeah. Bring up the cannon.
Good morning, Biafrans, lovers of freedom. I greet each and every one of us. Join me from wherever you are watching so that we will continue. Today is 5th of November 2025. We pray that God Almighty will continue to guide and protect us, especially our leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and our current leader, Mazi Ogenkere, the acting Prime Minister. Father, Lord, we thank you for everything you are doing for us, and we pray that Almighty God will continue to guide us and protect us and give us Biafra That is the only thing we are asking for right now. And I pray that every other Biafran will continue to do what they can do to ensure that Biafra comes. That is our only goal for now. And we thank God for making it possible for us, because we can see a light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you, Father Lord. Thank you. Amen. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, ekenekwa m unu. Ekene m nwoke, kene nwanyị. Nke onye chiri ya zelu. Biko nụ ndị be anyị gbakọtanụ na anyị amarapụ ife anyị na-achụ wee chụba ife ọzọ. Onye ọbụla n'ebe ọ nọ ya bịa nso. Na akụkọ ada agwụ agwụ, mana anyị na-ayọ Olisa tata ka o nyere anyị aka ka Biafra bịa. So ndị be anyị, onye ọbụla join am. Unu ma na ife anyị na-eme na-amịta mkpụrụ. All the achievements so far, we have to talk about it, and we have to make sure that we follow up. Don't give up, my people. Ndị be anyị, onye ọbụla obi sie unu ike. A sịkwa m ka m were ohere a na-echetere ndị be anyị na echi bụ 6th, 7th and 8th bụ sit at home. Nye nwekwana onye ga-apụta n'ụlọ jee ịtụ vote. Onye atụkwana vote. So ndị be anyị, onye ọbụla jisi ike ka ọ gbaa mbọ fụ na ya nọ n'ụlọ, na ya meje ọlụ ma ọ jee vote. Anyị achọrọzi Nigeria na our country. We are Biafrans, and that is the way it will remain and continue to be. Ndewonu.
Recount the achievement of the Biafra Republic government in exile under the leadership of Simon Ekpa, what we have achieved in 2023, and ask yourself that question again, and you will look very stupid. We have been able to form government in exile in 2023. In 2023, we have formed the de facto government. In 2023, we have launched Biafra Liberation Army. In 2023, we launched Biafra Navy. We launched Biafra Air Force. We launched the forces of Biafra. In 2023, we adopted Helsinki Declaration, which is the constitution of Biafra. In 2023, we had a convention in Finland where Biafra people gathered from all over the world as delegates to vote on the Biafra Charter, which is a living document subjected to amendment. In 2023, we have created 40 states of Biafra, and believe me, many more states will come, because we are not done yet. In 2023, not only that we created state, we also brought a redesigned and a redrawn Biafra map to reflect the current situation and the current demography of Biafra. In 2023, we started engaging officially Nigeria state in a guerrilla warfare on self-defense. In 2023, we officially and publicly engaged Nigeria terrorist army, and we are neutralizing them on daily basis. It has never happened before in the history of Biafra after the war. In 2023, we publicly and openly made sure that Nigeria doesn't kill again in Biafra land and go free. So if you look at those things I've mentioned and those ones I have not even mentioned, are you still going to challenge Simon Ekpa that Biafra has not been restored in 2023? Biafra declaration is not about mouth pronouncement. It's about putting every structure in place. It's about putting every mechanism and measures in place to shaping the map and the structure of Biafra. In 2023, we have designed the economic viability of Biafra. In 2023, we have kicked off the Biafra Urban Development Project. In 2023, we've made a lot of impact globally. In 2023, the Biafra awareness gained the highest momentum in the history of Biafra since after the war. In 2023, we made the Nigeria terrorist army to cry on the floor of National Assembly. It has never happened in the history of Nigeria. In 2023, those who are serving as the agent of Nigeria, benefiting from the corrupt entity called Nigeria, openly called for persecution, execution, and the kidnapping and arresting of Simon Ekpa, because they know that this is a different thing from what they have seen in their entire life. In 2023, they call for the arrest of Simon Ekpa and call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Confusion. In 2023, after they have used many years to plan the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have come to say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a saint. He's a very gentle man. He's a nice person. But just 2 years ago, they kidnapped this nice person from Kenya. Two years ago, they tortured him for 8 days. 2 years ago, he was an evil man. 2 years ago, they called him terrorist. 2 years ago, he was everything evil to them. 2 years ago, they spent hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. They kidnapped him and put him into a private jet from Kenya to Nigeria. 2 years ago, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was everything evil to Nigeria, including to Ohaneze Ndigbo and all of them. 2 years ago, he was the only problem of Nigeria. 2 years ago, he was the only person that constituted all manner of insecurity in Nigeria. He was the one who is more deadlier than Boko Haram. He was everything that Nigeria don't want to see. Today, as Simon Ekpa take the Biafra liberation to the next level, the same people are now calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the most sensible person. These are hypocrites. These are devilish people. These are criminals that only thing they want to do is to give dog a bad name in order to kill it. They have given that name to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They themselves were the one who condemned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same people today, they have seen that, yes, indeed, someone actually followed this footstep of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and ready to drag all of them to Biafra. So that when we get to Biafra land, we will treat their fuck up very well. Today, the same people who gave the bad name to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in order to be kidnapped, they slandered his name, blackmailed him to order ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. All of them today has come to say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very sensible. Now it is Simon Ekpa is the problem. These people who are just evil from birth refuse to understand why Simon Ekpa have decided to take this thing upon himself to liberate the people of Biafra who has been subjugated and chained with Islamic State agenda. They found themselves in a hole. They tagged us, thought, in a circle, because they thought that they have actually systematically conquered everybody by dividing, creating states, dividing us, changing the demography and map of Biafra people. And at the end of the day, they structured out 5 tiny states, called it 5 Eastern states. And they say, let us continue to divide them. And now they tell you, oh, you are talking about Biafra. You are just 5 states in the circle. We have come to destroy their evil agenda. Today, you will understand that the plan of the Islamic State has failed. Today, the Biafra people are proudly announcing the 40th state, which is called the United States of Biafra. 40 complete states, cut across board, including in the area where they claim they were never Biafra. I have come to learn from what Biafra did wrong in 1967 to 1970, I have come to learn what Wazirike did wrong from the time he started the Biafra movement, and I have come to learn what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did right and was in the process of doing before the plan had kidnapped him. I continue from there, and today we are where we are. They are not resting. Those IPOB Nigeria are not resting as well. Every given opportunity, they think that there is infight in the Biafra government. They will say, oh, their hope now is that they are fighting, and they are hoping that there is infight in the Biafra government. That is to tell you that, like we said, there are costs. There are costs. And they can never rise again. Biafra government in exile is a government that nobody born of a woman marching on this planet, using your foot to walk on the ground, will ever destroy. Biafra has been restored in 2023. We have a government, we have a structure of the government of Biafra, we have every department that made Biafra government a legitimate government. The people of Biafra are loyal to the government, both in the exile and in the homeland. We have governors, state administrators in all the 40 states of Biafra. We have the deputy governors, which is called administrators. We have the secretary of state of each state in Biafra land. We have the chairman and managers of county and the district. If you do not understand that with this structure we have now, one day you will sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra, it means that you are an idiot. I told you that by the time I finish with Nigeria, you will sleep in Nigeria one day and wake up in Biafra. The next phase is to set up the police of Biafra. The reason why we have not set up the police is because it is going to be state police. Every state will have their police. Every state will be independent. It is going to be local police, and there is no interference from the central government of Biafra. The military is a joint military, it's one military that will protect the territorial integrity of Biafra. When one state is attacked, it means that you have attacked all of us. So my people, for those who are asking when are you going to declare Biafra, we have already declared Biafra. We are only waiting for us to conclude the last phase of the Biafra government, and one day you will sleep and wake up in Biafra. Like I said, then we must capture every cranny of the Biafra territory. Those who are asking, did you say Biafra will come in 2023? Biafra has been restored already. What is remaining is a complete declaration that will be defended. And before that happens, there are many things that we need to put in place. I want you to recount the achievement of the Biafra Republic government in exile under the leadership of Simon Ekpa, what we have achieved in 2023.
Thank you, Biafrans. You have all heard the achievement of Biafra Republic government in exile from the time the PM took over, when our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted. And you will agree with me that all those achievements have continued even when our APM has just taken over. He has hurriedly done so much, to the extent that Nigeria is now shaking and quaking. My people, BRGIE under our PM and APM is a lot, is a great nation. We have achieved a lot. Now, nobody will deny the fact that Nigeria government They are not sleeping. There are many things going on now which we are very happy about, and we can look at some of them and see that Nigeria is not a country that you will be dealing with loosely. In the whole Africa, they don't have the balls to face Nigerians, only Biafrans. Nigerians are not this country that you will say that they are capable of being trusted. But why is it that the whole African nation, none of them is able to challenge Nigeria? Because Nigeria is using the oil deposited in our land to show off as a big nation, as a big brother, as a big boy, while we that own the oil, we cannot benefit anything from Nigeria that is using our oil to do all sorts. Now, the achievement that our PM has just listed has currently included the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. Who could have done that? Just tell me, if not Biafrans. So we have to look at some of the things that will convince anybody that this is done by Biafra Republic government in exile. Just listen to this. Let us listen to this.
So this weekend, President Trump designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern. That is tremendous news. It's something that I've been advocating for a long time. There is no country on earth where Christians are more persecuted than Nigeria. Since 2009, more than 50,000 Christians have been murdered by Boko Haram and radical Islamic extremists. More than 20,000 churches and schools have been burned to the ground. I introduced legislation to direct the administration to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern. President Trump has done that. Thank you, President Trump. We're going to keep the fight going to protect Christians and to protect religious liberty.
You see, Biafrans, nobody will hold you or question you, why are you doing what you are doing? Because Christians are constantly massacred on daily basis. Now, the irony and the whole incident that is taking place in Nigeria is that those of them who are benefiting from the atrocities going on in Nigeria, are living in denial. They are not accepting it. So we have to watch some of these videos and you will know the public opinion about what Biafrans have done in making America one of the biggest, the top countries in the whole world to speak. Because all along, nothing has been done, nothing has been said. They will be talking about Ukraine, ignoring what is happening in Africa. One of the interviewers asked one of the men, he said to him, why is it that when genocide is going on in other parts of the world, you people will be talking about it, but when it is going on in Africa, you don't talk about it? And that senator, I think his name is Riley Moore, he said to him, no, we are coming to do something. It is all on the offing. So now the public of Nigeria, the citizens, they are talking. Let's listen to some of them here who are not, agreeing with what some of the benefactors of terrorism in Nigeria, what they think.
Trump designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern. That is tremendous news. It's something that I've been advocating for a long time. There is no country on earth where Christians are more persecuted.
Let us listen to this man. He's a Nigerian.
The Muslim religious leaders make us understand, say, them as a Muslim, they are against killing of Christians. And these people make us understand, say, these same people are killing Muslim the same way they are killing Christian. Okay, we agreed. Now somebody is coming to say, okay, they want to help us solve our problem. They want to eradicate these people out of our soil. And now the Muslim leaders are coming out to tell us that they don't want it. Is there something going on? You people are not telling us. If you make us understand that these same people is killing Muslim, is it that you enjoy them, see them killing your own citizen? Why are you not trying to stop the person that want to wipe them out? You don't know that the process you keep killing your people, America will come for that soil immediately. If you want the America not to come, carry your Boko Haram and those of barbarians, those northern barbarians that you call your children, that burning mosques, burning the churches. Take them out of our soil. We don't need them. We don't need this kind of people in our soil. That is why that woman was asking President Tinubu. He said, what is the blueprint you have for the northern states? And he said the president told her that they don't have any blueprint for northern states. That means they will keep seeing disaster. And the woman said she backed out. Something is going on. You people are not telling us. This is a cold jihad war in the soil of Africa. You people is not telling us. If it is not within the Christian and the Muslim, what happened to Deborah when you burn her alive? America will come. Anything they want to take from us, let them take it. When America has not come, what are the benefits? Nigeria is benefiting from those things. You people should open our record. Let us see how many gold miners that Nigeria has record of that is in the central bank. Who is fooling who? Using that to distract people. Using those, your bloggers, to say America is coming. No? If America come, let America come.
Yes, let America come. I agree with you. Biafrans, everybody in Nigeria, those who are honest, they are not finding it funny. They are not. And Nigeria themselves, they are shaking and they are quaking. So it's good that Biafra Republic government in exile have stirred this unsettled and chaos situation in the midst of the benefactors of terrorism in Nigeria. Listen to this guy.
Whatever is happening right now is not new. In 2014, don't forget, Dr. Abati, you have a situation where APC leaders took themselves from Nigeria, including led General Muhammadu Buhari, who was the then presumption candidate of the APC, and went to meet John Kerry, former Secretary of State, to the US government, and laid down all of this. And you could see that the US took all the things that they said to heart, and since then the US has been documenting everything that's been happening. And close to the 2015 election, John Kerry came to the country, and the US tried to play an influence. Now, if we are reversing the situation, APC is now in government after having chased PDP out, and they are facing the same thing. So our politicians should know that it's not about political party or political actors, but about the interests of the country. Whatever is happening right now is not new. In 2014, don't forget, Dr. Abati, you have a situation where APC leaders took themselves from Nigeria, including led General Muhammadu Buhari, who was the then presumption candidate of the APC and went to meet John Kerry, former Secretary of State to the US government, and laid down all of this. And you could see that the US took all the things that they said to heart, and since then the US has been documenting everything that's been happening. And close to the 2015 election, John Kerry came to the country, and the US tried to play an influence. Now, if we are reversing the situation, APC is now in government after having chased PDP out, and they are facing the same thing. So,
Yes, dear friends, the issue here is this. America has been documenting everything in addition to the report that Biafrans have gone to present to them. You could remember that in August, our APM went to do what they call testimonial in the Congress. In addition to what this man is saying, in September, our APM led Biafrans to Congress for briefing. So, all these things, as the guy is saying, that America has been recording what Nigerians are doing in addition to the report and all the testimonials that Biafran APM has done. America decided to say enough is enough. The massacre, the genocide on Christian society in that country should stop. And if they don't stop, they will come by themselves to stop those terrorists. You will also remember that the Sultan of Sokoto said that Boko Haram is their own god, that Boko Haram is protecting and defending them. So it is not hidden how all this came to be. So ndị be anyị na-ege ntị n'ụlọ, nwoke anụnwa o nwere onye a na-akpọ Dr. Abati. That Dr. Abati ya na run Arise News, ndị ofe mmanụ. Dr. Abati oge ọbụla anything na-ada na another state, o mekwu okwu. Ojiji eji Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, o mekwu okwu. Ogbugbu niile a na-egbu ndị be anyị na Biafra land, you can never hear it being discussed na this very platform. But oluru ana na nke ịgbachitelu Tinubu maka na onye befa na America siro okunie. So onye nke a wee na challenge si na ife niile Nigeria na-eme olo na America adị record ya. Plus the fact na our APM ejego to Congress several times wee na-lay down every grievances. Ife niile Nigeria na-eme, all ogbugbu fa na-egbu anyị nwa bụ ndị Christian. And onwere onye ga-ekwu okwu ma ọ bụ na ọ bụrụ ife nwoke a ji ekwu okwu kịta bụ na America apụtago. Farmer that America's radar is now on Nigeria. Ọ ife fa ji ekwu okwu. Maka na before now, ụdị ndị a amapụtakwu okwu etu o si ekwu okwu. So na Biafra, the Biafra Republic government in exile, are they protect also Biafrans? Fa they protect interest all the poor masses enwere ọnụ okwu. Onya bụ ife nwoke a na-akọwa. Onye ọ na-akọwala ife a bụ onye na-eme interview a na-akpọ Dr. Efes Abati. Nwoke afọ ọda achọ iji ntị wee nụta maka ndị Igbo. Ọ kpọrọ ndị Igbo asị. Ụdị asị anụnwa Shonolu kpọrọ ndị be anyị wee na-akụrisi ụnọfa na Lagos. Ọ ife onye nke anwa kpọrọ ndị Igbo. Efes Abati ọ kpọchacha ndị Igbo asị wee kpọọ fa asị n'ebe fa zọnyere ụkwụ. So nwoke anụnwa wee na-chalenji n'ọfịs wee na-asị ya na ife niile na-eme na America ga-abịaliri. Fa ga-abịa ma ọ bụ na fa continue. Trump asịrọkwa na fa na-abịa n'uso ndị Nigeria ọgụ. No, na fa ga-abịa wee chụpụ those terrorists. Mana Fulani achọrọ ka achụpụ fa. Maka na Fulani, Shetima, Gumi, Pantami, Malami, all of them na-akpọbata ndị terrorists from other countries. So mkpọta fa na-akpọta ndị niile na-egbu mmadụ. Ọ bụrụ ife ọjọọ. Mana America ịbịa Nigeria bịa chụpụ ya bụ terrorist bụ ife ọjọọ to them. Because they are benefiting. Ụfọdụ fa na-ele drugs na-elesi ndị a na-egbu mmadụ, ụfọdụ fa na-ele egbe, ụfọdụ fa na-ebubata ife niile dị iche iche ewee na-emebi obodo anyị. Fa chọrọ ka anyị pụọ, ka anyị soro fa kpọba isi anyị, mana Chukwu ama ekwe. God will not permit that to happen. So Biafrans, all these things na-emenụ, anyị ga-ekene Chukwu, kene our APM, kene all the cabinets bụ ndị na-asọpọtụ APM, o wee na-aga n'iru na-eme ife niile ọ na-eme. You can imagine na APM anyị bụ onye na-esheki foundation Nigeria kịta. Ọ na-esheki the foundation. So my people, we will continue. Let us continue. Yes. Onwero anybody onye kpatara nkụ arụrụ ngwere abịali ya mgbalụ. That is the way it is. Nigeria kpatago nkụ arụrụ ngwere ga-abịara fa mgbalụ.
Is I expect that the Nigerian government will act at least to give the appearance of doing something to stop the mass killing of Christians there. The big problem here, though, is that the Nigerian government for years, and I've been documenting this on a day-by-day basis at Jihad Watch, has been complicit in this killing. They want the Christians to be killed in Nigeria. The Nigerian government is made up of Fulani.
Yes. My people, na anyị ife niile abụ coffin contain ụlọ ozu ndị mmadụ. Nke a bụ Reverend Father bịara ikpe ekpere, evidence that na ndị niile a na-egbu here bụ Christians. Gumi wee na-ekwu yesterday, wee sị na ọ bụrụ sọsọ Christians ka a na-egbu. Can you imagine that kind of message, speech? Na ọ bụrụ sọsọ ndị Christians ka a na-egbu. So, kedu ife kpatalu Nigeria government ga-eji wee jee to a foreign country, import or terrorists, wee bịa na-egbu their citizens? This is what we don't want to happen or to keep happening. And America only warned them. Sifa na ọ bụ na fa kwụsịrị this genocide, that they will see gun blazing. Gun blazing means fire to fire with the terrorists. America is not coming to fight Nigeria. They are coming to fight the terrorism going on and the massacre of Christians going on in Nigeria. Unfortunately, we are still trapped in that zoo called Nigeria. Otherwise, once Biafrans, we are recognized, we will no longer be addressed as Nigerians. So, ife nwoke a na-akọwa bụ, ị ga na-egbu ndị mmadụ na ozu niile a onye gburu fa at a time. Nigerian government sponsoring Boko Haram. Even somebody like Danjuma said it openly. Danjuma was a retired major general. Can he be telling lies against a country that he fought for? He cannot. So everybody is now talking about it because BRGIE have stirred this awareness.
Muslims, and they are one of the major groups waging the jihad. Now, should we, that is another thing that's problematic, because when you're coming to jihad, it's a war that never ends. As we are seeing in Gaza, you can't sign a deal and think it's all going to go away. It's just going to keep going, and we saw that didn't work out so well for the U.S. in Afghanistan or Iraq. Maybe it would be better this time to pursue other means, such as cutting off, or finding in the first place and cutting off the people who are funding and equipping the jihadis in Nigeria, and helping the Nigerian opposition and so on.
You know, Robert, these liberal media outlets, unbelievable. I was reading something, I think it was the BBC, there were some others, saying that President Trump has provided no proof of a genocide and saying that Muslims and Christians both are getting killed over there. Like they're totally doing not only the moral equivalency part of it, but they're just literally denying that there's even a genocide to begin with.
Well, you know, that makes me think that there must be some very strong leftist forces behind it, because otherwise, why would the BBC and the rest of the leftist propaganda establishment be running interference for these people? But that is speculation. The fact is that the genocide is abundantly documented. It has been for years. It's been going on with the world completely ignoring it. I have the documentation, years of documentation at Jihad Watch.
Have you heard what he said? That this has been going on for years and the world has been ignoring it. Ndị be anyị nọ na-anụ ya, ndị ọbụla na-ekwu nke fa ka o si wee dị fa n'obi maka na nwoke a bụ Jewish man. Ọ na-ekwu ya ka o si wee dị ya n'obi. You can imagine ife Africans na-aga through. All the minerals dị na Africa bụ ndị ọcha bụ ndị na-ebue. Mana ife na-eme n'Africa fa na-ene anya the other side fa gbachi nkịtị. Kedu ndị melo America ji wee bata n'ime okwu a kịta? Ọ ndị Biafra Republic government in exile. Anyị nwa create this awareness and it is a welcome development because it's a great achievement. Now, ọ na-ekwu maka ndị na-sponsor Boko Haram. O nwee one ajị a na-akpọ Najatu. Ajị a Najatu si no Kedafia Kashim Shetima. No onye na-sponsor this Boko Haram. Yanwa na Buhari, na Malami, na Pantami, na Gumi, all of them create Boko Haram. And who no man this Boko Haram, Kafaji wee chutuo Jonathan. Wee nwezia grounds. Wee balance ya very well. Wee na-egbu ndị mmadụ. That was in 2015. And we are now in 2025. So why is it that nobody has ever talked about this? Until Biafra Republic government in exile, our APM, God bless you, he started going from one office to the other, laying down all our grievances, showing them all the videos, evidential videos, that people are dying, that people are being killed, human beings are being massacred on daily basis. If not for Biafra Republic government in exile, our APM, Mazio Genkere, I will continue to pray for him. He's going out and he's coming in. God will guide him, protect him. And I also commend all Biafrans that have been donating to the coming of Biafra. Because this is what we have been going through. Since 2000 and something that Buhari came in, they formed this Boko Haram to achieve their goal, to Islamize the whole nation. But we Biafrans, we say no to that. It can never happen in this dispensation where Biafra government have said enough is enough. Nobody ever stirred Nigeria like this. Nobody has ever shook the foundation of Nigeria like this. Nigeria is running helter-skelter.
Watch.org.
Yeah, good. Everybody should go there, jihadwatch.org for sure. And yeah, you say years. I mean, talk about decades you've been doing this type of stuff, not just obviously with Nigeria, but in other places too.
Yes.
What do you think? I mean, you think we're going to go to a war in Nigeria?
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. Listen to this. Another citizen, yes, that is laying down his grievances. Because Nigeria, they don't believe that poor masses have voice to speak. That's not Nigeria.
Terrorists in this country. If Nigeria is serious in
fighting terrorists, Gumi ought to be in the prison. People like terrorists like Gumi ought to be in the prison, but they are working freely, even advising the government. People like Gumi, terrorists sympathize.
Yes. Ndị be anyị onye ga-asị na ife nwatakịrị ya na-ekwu na ọ dịrọ correct na Gumi tosili ịnọ na prison maka na Gumi bụ onye na-achị troops na-akpọta terrorists wee bịa na-egbu human beings. Just look at him. Gumi once said that the killing will continue if we are not giving them land. Whose land is he going to get? Is he a Biafran or is he an Hausa man? Is he from Oduduwa? No. He is a visitor from Futajalon coming to tell us how we have to run our individual states. So Biafrans, when Biafra come, every citizen of Biafra will have a say. Look, under normal circumstances, Nigeria can never listen to this young guy. They will not. They will not listen to him because no civil right or citizens' right respected in Nigeria. No. But now, these citizens, they are all talking. So let us listen to him.
That's somebody that is a middleman for terrorists ought to be in prison. But he's working freely, advising the government. See, President Trump, please send troops to Nigeria. Send troops to Nigeria. Why are Muslims so angry about President Trump sending troops to destroy all these Islamic terrorists? Why are Muslims angry? You are claiming you people are the victim of terrorism. Now you are angry that somebody want to come and help us and destroy the terrorists that you claim that is killing you. Why are you angry? Trump did not say he's sending troops to come and fight Nigerians. Trump did not say he's sending troops to come and fight Muslims. He's sending troops to come and kill Islamic terrorists killing Christians in Nigeria. Nigerian leadership has failed.
Exactly. He is very, very correct. Trump is not going to fight Nigeria. He's not going to fight Christians or Muslims. He's only there if at all he decides to do it. He will be there to fight the terrorist groups. Biafrans, you will also hear the last video I'm going to play on this before I go to my main reason for coming here today. You will know that Nigeria government, they are very complicit. And America, they know it. They know that Nigerians are not reliable, especially the Nigerian politicians. The Nigerian president and vice, their governors, they are not reliable at all. Their military as well. I will come to that video. Let's listen to this young man. My people, when Biafra comes, every citizen, as long as you are of age, you will be heard. Like this young man, if he talks to President Tinubu, ordinarily, without this issue being on, as was created by BRGIE, nobody, this boy cannot be heard. So let us listen to him.
Shameless leaders preparing for 2027 election. The lives of Nigerians does not matter to them. All that matter to them is to loot money, live luxurious life with their families. What the average man is passing through does not concern them. If Nigeria is a serious country, people like Gumi ought to be in the prison. This is the same man that went to Saudi Arabia and they chased him out of Saudi Arabia.
Yes, when you hear young men like this talking, you will know that the truth is coming out. This very Gumi went to Saudi Arabia. And this Islamic religion, where did it start from? From Arab. He went there this June this year on a pilgrimage and he was sent back. He was sent back. But Nigeria will continue to accommodate terrorist leaders and terrorist groups. And Tinubu is there, pretending as if he does not know what is going on. So it is only the Biafrans that will let the world know what is going on.
Because of his terrorist lifestyle. Even the so-called Muslim in Saudi Arabia did not accept him. But this is the same man here walking freely. A terrorist walking freely. People are dying. People are losing their loved ones. People are suffering. People cannot afford 1 square meal a day. You are talking about resources. What resources? We are talking about sovereignty. What useless sovereignty are we having? Where politicians have stolen everything, live people's life miserably. Total nonsense. President Trump, come to Nigeria. Send troops. Send troops to Nigeria. Send troops to Nigeria. Sanction all politicians. Sanction all politicians. Seize all their houses.
Yes. Nigeria is this country that youths, young men and women, will go to school, they will come out, no jobs for them. Because every morning, America still gives Nigeria aid. Whenever that money comes, 2 things that they do with it. They will go and buy ammunition. That's number 1. To do what? To massacre their citizens. Whether Muslim or Christian, who deserve to die untimely, if not that God have called them back. Natural death. No. Nigeria is the only country that kills its citizens. That's number 1 reason why they go to borrow that money. They buy ammunition to kill innocent civilians, to massacre Christians so that they can Islamize. Secondly, when they get that money, they share it among themselves because their children and wives are overseas. Living abroad is not easy. So they have to borrow that money from either America or United Kingdom or from France or anywhere. They borrow the money, they share it. The remaining one, they will use it to buy equipment, ammunition to massacre Christians. So when these sort of people are talking, the world will see him that he's a youth, he's a very young person, unemployed, because unemployment leads to crime. And any country that has high level of unemployed citizens would always expect crime. And that's how this terrorism never stops. So when they see this sort of people talking, the world will know that Biafra Republic government in exile are not lying with our testimonial, which our APM went in August to do in the Congress. And in September, he went as well, leading Biafrans to go and do the briefing. So when they see this sort of youths talking, they will know that really and truly that something wrong is happening in Nigeria. So nobody will say, oh, BRGIE is misleading America. America has been recording what Nigeria do as a nation. So it's kudos to my APM, kudos to Biafra Republic government in exile for pulling the foundation of Nigeria, because they are shaking. The internet is right on fire, and we are grateful that this is happening now. We are grateful and we are thankful. Listen to the last one I want to show. Now, this is a pastor. Hear what he said about Nigeria, because all those that are benefiting from all this terrorism going on in Nigeria, they are now talking. Look at them. Omokri, even Asari Dokubo, all of them are now talking.
And gradually is eating down to the south, southwest, southeast. People claiming that there is no genocide of Christians in the nation. Information with facts can never be thwarted. You see people buried in hundreds and you say there is no genocide. What a wicked set of people. Agreed, there are people killed in other places for other reasons, but this one is very clear. And gradually is eating down to the south, southwest, southeast, and many so-called leaders for their personal interests are claiming is not true, selling out their faith if they have it at all. Jesus said, when I come, will I
Sorry, my people.
find the faith? And we are standing here to say to Jesus, the faith will keep standing. I like us to pray for our brethren in Plateau State, in Benue State, that the Lord will keep them in the faith. Raise your voice in a few seconds. Father, strengthen the brethren in the Middle Belt, in the Northeast. We fight against every force against the faith. The faith of Jesus shall not be abolished.
Yes, this is just one of it. The faith will not be abolished. It's good to show all this as evidence of what Biafra government in exile have done. If not for Biafra Republic government in exile, this has been ongoing and some people are denying. Nigeria always live in denial. They went abroad to import terrorists to kill people. But now that BRGIE have made Americans to speak about what is going on, you see all those denying. That's why some of these videos have to be played widely so that people will know what is going on. Ndị be anyị, ndị nọ n'ụlọ, unu na-afụ ife na-eme. Ọkụ na-agba ndị Naijiria n'isi. Andọ anyị nwa melụ ka ụwa niile wee nụ ife na-eme. Onye ọbụla nwee nkasi obi na ọfọgo nwantịntị America ma ifefa na-eme. Kita anụnwa America recognize ya Biafra. O nwere onye ga-asị, oh, why did they do that? And anyị ma na ndị Nigeria ga-ekwu okwu. One ndị bụkwanụ Nigeria. Kedu ndị bụ Nigeria? The only people we know are the Oduduwas and the Hausas. Ayamaro Fulani, more source of Fulani Gabu Nigeria, that is their business. What we want is that Nigeria should stay out of our business. Nigeria should stay away. Your job.
Michael.
Thank you, Caroline. President Trump has threatened to go into Nigeria guns a-blazing if Nigeria's government does not stop the killing of Christians in that country. Has the White House heard back from Nigeria's government on this threat?
As the president stated, Michael, if the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the United States will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria.
Yes, my people. Unu mana ife na-agbaka ndị ụfọdụ isi bụ na America na-abịa ikwu okwu n'ife na-eme na obodo anwa. Ọ ife na-agbakafe isi. Mana o nwere onye n'ime fa na-ekwu maka Tinubu na Shetima ịkpọta ndị mmadụ from abroad ka abịa na-egbu ndị arụ dị mma. Unu mana America na-enye Nigeria aid. Even Sultan of Sokoto kwuru wee sị na Boko Haram bụ their own security men. Mana ndị a bụ ndị na-agagharị na-egbu ndị mmadụ. Fa gbusie mmadụ achịlụ uniform wee chinyefa. Oge before fa wee tụọ Musa nga maka na Musa jere imeku. Why Musa je emeku? Because na Musa like ife na-eme na Nigeria. Are you people seeing Christopher Musa? They have jailed him. Because Christopher Musa and his group plotted coup against Nigeria. And so many Nigerians are marrow.
People claiming that there is no genocide of Christians in the nation.
And may take action to wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities, especially
Information with facts can
against innocent women and children. I don't have any further announcements on that for you today, but I can assure you the President of the United States is watching this situation unfold very closely, as is our Secretary of State, Marco Rubio.
Question, Caroline.
Yes, they keep the last boy in play his video. America is not going to fight Nigeria. America is not coming to fight Islam or do anything. America is coming to help them fight the terrorists. But America has a record. I will play that video that shows that America has record that Nigeria government supports the terrorists and they are the ones sponsoring them. Danjuma said it, a retired major general. He said it that they collude. So it's not as if all these are propaganda. They are real. It's reality. They are real. So let's listen to how this lady is answering the question that one of the people in the crowd asked her.
President Trump has endorsed Andrew Cuomo in New York City's mayoral race. He has not by name endorsed Winsome Sears in Virginia's gubernatorial race. Why is that?
Look, as you know from this podium, I'm quite limited in what I can say with regards to ongoing political elections. I think the president has spoken for himself and what he wants to see take place in these elections today.
Yes, I think they are now talking about their own political issues. Let us move on. Listen to this man and
called out Nigeria face to face with Buhari. President Trump had actually called out Nigeria face to face with Buhari in 2018 when they met. The difference is Trump asked him nicely, stop the killing of Christians in Nigeria. It was directed.
ndị be anyị unu ma na Trump achịbugo America before. Ọ ife nwoke a na-ekwu, na-egenu ntị ọfụma ka unu ghọta ife nwoke a na-ekwu. Nwoke a na-achọ ịkọwa na Nigeria na o nwere oge ji adị serious ịkwụsị igbu ndị mmadụ. Ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ convert somebody or by killing them, ndị a bụ terrorists ga-abịa na terrorize your life so that anything agwa gị ikwelu out of fear. That's what terrorism means. Somebody terrorizing you, especially with egbe, then you will be forced to accept Islamic religion. It is impossible in Biafra land. That can never happen. So let us continue to listen to this man.
Engagement. And afterwards, they went back into the White House and they signed a trade agreement. So Trump was able to engage with him to resolve this issue and still do business with him. What has happened? After Trump left, the Democrats came in and they completely stopped an evaluation of Nigeria. And so, of course, when Trump came back, the situation had worsened since the last time that, he complained about it 7 years ago. And unfortunately, instead of addressing the issue, the Nigerian government started denying the facts. You see, when you are accused of stealing the goat meat, your response should not be, who would have stolen that kind of salty meat anyway? Because by your response, you admitted guilt. The Nigerian government, instead of saying, look, we are addressing the issue, this is what we have done, they say, it's not only Christians who are being killed, others are being killed. That is an admission of state.
Yes. How can you say that it's not only Christians that are being killed? Who deserve to die in the hands of their own government? Who? I know that we are Biafrans, or I am a Biafran, but I am not happy that our neighbors, our brothers in Oduduwa land or in the north are being killed. Ndị be anyị abụrụ ndị na-egbu mmadụ, anyị abụrụ ndị na-aṅụli na a na-egbu mmadụ. Ọsọkwa gị bụrụ Muslim, nọdụlụ onwe gị ka anyị nwa nọdụlụ onwe anyị. Just be happy, live and practice your own religion. We don't need Islamization. We don't need religious issues now. Adid dispensation is a religion that we should be talking, or we should be talking development to make our country good, to make our country great, and for our children unborn. America is not great in the hands of these people ruling America now. It was from their forefathers. And this is what we are expected to do, to catch up. To catch up because we are behind. No development, no infrastructures, nothing. And you are busy buying equipment to kill human beings and to make their lives short. Because when they go to borrow all this money, 790 something million, every year. Dollars. That's the aid. You will use it, buy ammunition to kill your own citizens. You will use it again to send abroad. All those in government, they will share the money. So this is what they are doing. Killing Christians is just to finalize their Islamization agenda. That's why they had Muslim ticket going against the electoral law of their own land. Nigeria is not a country that anybody will be dealing with loosely, because they don't care about human lives. This has been going on for years. For years. Buhari formed this Boko Haram with Shetima and Kwankwaso. All of them. They formed with Gumi. They formed this Boko Haram. They used it to drive Jonathan away from office, because they said that Jonathan is an Igbo man. So why wouldn't you let the Igbos go? You now went and imported Boko Haram, and even this channel news, Arise News, none of them could say a word about that importation of foreigners to come and kill. But now that Biafra Republic government in exile have continued on monthly and weekly basis to visit the congressmen and convince America that this is what is going on. If you people do not say a word, because we are the world leading country, our people will all be perished. They will all be massacred. And now that America has come to say a word, America is not there yet, but Nigeria is shaking. You cannot fight Boko Haram. You cannot fight ISWAP, but you think you can fight America. You must think again. So this man is explaining that everything that America accused Nigeria of doing when Trump ruled America the first time, that they are still doing it. So how are you going to convince anybody that you will not stop killing innocent citizens, whether they are Christians or not? So who deserve to die untimely in the hands of their own government? That's what this man is saying.
Failure. And this is why we are where we are now on this issue. But let me point out something very important. Trump has announced the designation, but then the next phase is sanctions. And I want to be clear that the first time sanctions were waived, and this time around it's not too late to waive sanctions. Now, let me just reassure listeners about the threat of military action. Laolu, you were the one as bureau chief of Guardian here in the US who reported exclusively that the US military set up a base in Niger. Those two bases that America had in Niger are now lost. So America has lost its footprint in West Africa to conduct special operations. Is that Boko Haram has actually increased its operational footprint and pathology. So the situation is worse. And I have to hear attacks on Nigeria for two reasons. One, historically, the US military has been reluctant to fight side by side with the Nigerian government because they don't trust the Nigerian military.
Yes, they don't trust Nigerian military. Just listen to the reason why that trust is lacking. You can't trust Nigerians, especially the ruling class, so-called ruling class, the terrorist group. Fulanis are foreigners. They are neither Hausa nor Igbo nor Oduduwa. No, they are foreigners. And their impunity will no longer be tolerated this time. Not with Biafrans. You can't mess up with Biafrans. That's why our APM is the most powerful leader right now as our leader in this freedom fight. The most powerful. He is the one shaking Nigeria right now. They are still detaining our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, illegally. The Nigerians went to Finland, incited the Europe to detain our PM. This is Nigeria for you. But listen to what this man is going to say here.
And one specific example is when they got intelligence on the location of the Chibok girls in the forest, they were cooperating with the Nigerian army under direction of President Obama. So the US government told the Nigerian army that they would gas the camp where Boko Haram was with the girls and then knock everybody out so that they could rescue the girls safely without exchange of gunfire. After they mapped out this plan, the next thing that happened, when the troops got to the camp of Boko Haram, they saw Boko Haram wearing gas masks.
Yes. Do you people understand what this man is saying? When Chibok girls, they were how many hundreds we are taking, and they were all Christians. And Nigeria government will still continue to be denying that Christians are not targeted. They were all Christians. They went to school and abducted them in their dormitory. And American under Obama then agreed that they are coming to help Nigeria government to recover those girls, and that they had their intelligence plan that they will gas everybody to pass out. That will not kill them all, just to weaken them in order to rescue these girls. You know what? When the American soldiers sent there with the Nigerian soldiers went there, they saw this Boko Haram wearing masks. Who informed them? This is Nigeria for you. Who informed those wearing masks? This is the same way they will take all the soldiers from south, both southeast and southwest, Benue and Plateau. They will send them to go and fight terrorists in Sambisa forest. Do you know they will go back and tell those Boko Haram that these boys are on their way? They will go and ambush the soldiers and finish all of them. But they will take their own Boko Haram, change them and put them into uniform and tell you that they are repentant, and they will send them to southeast to continue killing our people. Nigeria is so, I don't know how to describe them. Nigeria is not supposed to be in existence. They are not. Fulani should be wiped out from that region or be sent back to where they belong, where they came from in Futajalon and Mauritania. This is what this man is saying. Nigeria is so untrustworthy, very unreliable.
So the US realized that the Nigerian military had leaked the operational details to Boko Haram. This is why the US does not want to work directly with Nigeria with boots on the ground, because they do not trust the Nigerian army.
Yes, you can't trust Nigeria or the army or whatever. There is nothing in Nigeria that you can trust. They should stay out of our way. We want to leave Nigeria, and we are serious about it. Now that we are shaking Nigeria, they are shaking and they are quaking. We must leave Nigeria. So Biafrans, this is something that every Biafran should be serious about. Now look at this.
December 2022.
Look at this. Are they Christians or are they Muslims? Just tell me. You are denying that you are not killing Christians. Just look at all this. So my people, ndewonu. At CN Rock, thank you so much for joining. My wonderful brother Mighty Dot Ndewo, thank you so much. God save Ndewo Chinedu Dalo. Chibike, thank you so much for joining us. Dalo. So Biafrans, all these are the news that should be made known to the world. Biafra Republic government in exile, you can see that your handiwork is playing up. Nigeria is going sleepless. They cannot sleep anymore. They cannot. And thank God for our APM. Thank God for BRGIE government. It is not USB under Ngozi. It's not the CRC under Imam Aduabo. It's not the DOS under Chinasa Nworu. None of them are the ones creating this awareness. But who is doing it? BRGIE government under the leadership of Mazio Gekere. My people, kudos to you all. Let's listen to this one.
Their village was attacked in Malagum, Kaguru, Kaduna State on the 21st of December 2022. This woman lost everything. She lost 6 children. She was the only surviving member of that family. And here she was crying.
Sorry.
Jesus, I still love you. This is the plague of Christians in Nigeria. We are therefore in support of the President Donald Trump to take this action. There is a genocide that has been happening in Nigeria. The government has been quiet. The media houses have been quiet. This is just a little from the numerous attacks that has been happening for long in Nigeria.
You can never see the Nigerian
Lost 6 children. She was the only surviving member.
You can never see the Nigerian media talk about this sort of thing. They can never show it. So we are here to show the world if this is not genocide, the massacre of Christians. Because from Benue, Plateau, and Biafra land, we are neighbors. They are killing us. No one should deny it. All those saying that Christians are not being massacred should come and tell me what is in this box. So, Biafrans, we are here to show all these things to the world, to confirm what has been said recently about the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. This is why we do what we are doing. Biafra is coming. Make no mistakes. Biafra is coming. Sorry, Biafrans, I'm getting a video for us to discuss. You know, Biafrans, when things like this is happening, no one should panic. This is not the right time to panic. We are happy that all these things are happening. The world should know that we are not asking to leave Nigeria for no reason. There's every reason why we want the whole world to know what is going on. Yes. I'm looking for a particular video. Oh God.
One plus one is two, two plus two is four. You know. With my APM, will do well to tell you the names of all these wonderful leaders, if time permits.
I may not know all the
Dear friends, we were on this video yesterday. Ndewo Yoshi, how is Chloe? I hope you and your family are doing well. We Biafrans, we must live to dance on the street, according to Onyendu, the day Biafra wake up. So we want every Biafran to be in good health. Thank you so much for joining. Remember to keep clicking on the like button, share it so that it goes viral. And if you have not subscribed to Betty Ford TV, please do so. Ndewo, thank you. Ndewo, thank you so much. Thank you. Dalu so much. So, anyị nọ na this video yesterday. Oge Faji wee gwa m na our government media na nọ na space. So I had to stop it, and I want us to continue listening to it now and digest every information there.
their names, but I know the ones that I know, like Senator Ted Cruz, I know. I know Brian Maxt, and many others here that I know their names and I don't know all. But these are the trends of the diplomatic engagement that modern global strategies have engaged so far for BRGIE since last year to this time. We were able to present our congressional testimony to the American government, which has never happened before, with Elias there, with modern global strategies there on the spot. All these were made possible. So we are taking you through this diplomatic engagement on the website so that you could be able to see and know what we've done and how far we've gone so far and more that you expect from us. And if you want to contact the Biafran Republic government in exile and also give us assistance, our information is here displayed on the screen. Do so by this email, info@biafrarepublicgovernmentinexile.com at .org. And when you check here, you can see a publication of Pause Arms Sales to Nigeria. BRGIE rallies U.S. lawmakers in Washington, D.C. for Biafra recognition. You can also see BRGIE in talks with U.S. government over deal and makes offer public. You also see that BRGIE provided exclusive testimony to U.S. Congress, calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister.
Yes.
So we've done so much. I will be welcoming our guests today to take over from here, and I wouldn't be the one to make the introduction. I will leave the mic to my His Excellency, the Honorable APM of the Biafran people. I welcome you to the stage, and please do me the favor of presenting our wonderful Mazi Elias to the Biafran people. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Am I coming out?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The best Minister of Information in the whole wide world. Thank you.
Yes, I agree with our APM that Mazi Soni Akparawa is the best information minister, not the Nigerian information minister, Lai Mohammed, that is always lying to protect the image of dirty Nigeria. The dirty image of Nigeria was protected by that information minister. But this, our information minister, Mazi Soni, in fact, he is a fantastic guy to work with.
Honorable Minister of Information, Mazi Soni Aparawa. Thank you, and you and your entire team. And this website that is being displayed here today, our website is Biafra Republic Government.org. The government is spelled in full. And our information, how to get reach us, info at Biafra Republic Government.org. Thank you, thank you. My name is Oge Chukwu Nkere, Biafra Republic Government in Ezra, Acting Prime Minister. I'm honored and I'm happy to be here today. And after months, weeks of hard working, at the end of the day, what we have worked for is paying off. And we are glad with the event that is unfolding these few days. Biafra Republic Government in Ezra didn't just make this happen on their own. We have a partner. We also have one of our special one, the lobby team that make it happen, of which we just played when we welcomed them last year to our family, Biafra, to be able to advocate and do the bidding of Biafran people to the entire whole world, especially starting from United States of America here, the leader of the free world, where that when America lead, the rest of the world follow. I remember the first time I met with a great man called Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House of United States of America. He said, when US lead, the rest of the world follow. We can see it is playing out in modern times, in modern day today. When America take the bold step to put Nigeria back in where they belong, a terrorist country, a fake scam country, it's never a country from day one. When they put them back as country of particular concern, it's not coincidence. It's just because that country is very, very, very evil. The country killed her own citizens. The country killed innocent children, babies, mothers, parents, destroy family, don't care about humanity, don't care. And the government of Nigeria is so corrupt, very, very, very corrupt. That is why we Biafran people, we exit Nigeria. We are fighting to totally liberate ourselves from that corruption, evil empire. We went to Latvia, Finland 2024, of which over 50 million Biafrans voted to exit. We redeclared Biafra on December 2nd in Latvia, Finland 2024. And how we get to where we are today for United States of America to step up with this bold step in doing what is right. I'm going to be welcoming our guest today. I call him my friend. We have been through a lot. Actually, he traveled to Finland when we redeclared Biafra as well. And he's a great man doing what is right to save humanity, because Biafra Christians' life matters. All life matters. And he's doing the bidding of humanity for humanity to be free, for Biafra to be free from this terrorist Islamic country, Islamic jihadists, because the Nigerian state have colluded and the Nigerian state sponsor terrorism. The vice president of Nigeria, Shetima, is co-founder of Boko Haram. And the president of Nigeria is a terrorist as well, a very, very bad man who was indicted in USA over tens of years ago And he managed to disguise himself as a female, a woman, and escape. So he's a very, very corrupt human being. And that's why we plead with United States of America to make sure that there's no arm we get to the hand of this terrorist country called Nigeria. Because if any arm that the Nigerian government able to acquire, they will use that arm to kill Christians in Benue, Plateau, in Biafra land, because they are very, very evil. Nigeria, as a country, the government sponsor terrorism. They sponsor Boko Haram, ISWAP, Al Qaeda, name it. Nigeria have over 22 group of terrorists. Very, very evil, very bad. They are so corrupt. And the government of that contraption called Nigeria don't even want to agree or try to make amend. And we Biafrans, Christians, we can't live in a Sharia law. We are Christians. We are not Muslim. We can never be Nigerian. We can never, never let Nigerian terrorist state to Islamize us. The killing of Biafran people is enough, and we are fighting to liberate our land. I'm going to be welcoming my great friend, our co-worker, a colleague, Elias Geratola from Moran Global Strategies. Elias, please, you are welcome, and just highlight and give us updates till when United States of America designate Nigeria as country of particular concern. And that is not just all. We also expect United States of America to recognize Biafra, of which we have given a lot of options and deals, how we can partner to counter this terrorism. Elias, you are welcome. Thank you for being here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Acting Prime Minister, and thank you, our
Yes, my fellow Biafrans. Hello, Charles Oji Ndewo. Biafrans, you heard what our APM said. That is not only that Biafra government in exile is talking to Americans about the killing of Christians, which led to Nigeria being designated as a country of particular concern right now, but that they are asking America to recognize Biafra, and that there is a deal going on now. Does that not sound very great? But let us listen to Elias. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, hope dịkwa o. Onye ọbụla dị njikere ịgba egwu on the street. Otu onye ndu si wee kwuo, onye ndu si na mbọsị Biafra ga-abịa na anyị ga-agba egwu ka ndị ala na street. So onye ọbụla jikwa gote dancing shoes ya, dị ready. Geenụ ntị na nwoke onye ọcha ga-ekwu okwu kịta. M ga-akọwakwala unu ife ọ na-ekwu.
as well as our Honorable Minister of Information. Both of you are doing such an exceptional job. And it's been an honor to work with you and all of our other colleagues to achieve these amazing victories. And you could liken it to, you plant a seed, you water a seed, and it takes some time for the seed to grow into a wonderful tree. But now the tree has blossomed. So we've worked hard this past year and a half to educate members of the U.S. government, the Congress, the House and the Senate, the think tank community, getting the support of very influential individuals such as Senior Fellow of the American Enterprise Institute, Michael Rubin, and many others, to be supportive of our cause. The consistent effort that has been made has now resulted in the tremendous events that we're seeing today. And what you're seeing is part of a multi-pronged strategy in order to achieve our eventual goal, which is the establishment of an independent Biafran nation state recognized by the United States and the international community, it doesn't happen all at once. There are many steps that need to be pursued before the eventual goal is achieved. One step that we have done is to promote the narrative of Christian persecution or Christian genocide in Nigeria. And, sometimes in the past, you heard some criticisms from Biafrans who said, well, Christian genocide is not the same thing as Biafra recognition, and why are we talking about that? I think people see now, why that was an important strategic move, because the recognition of a Christian genocide in Nigeria provides the political pretext for the additional steps. Once there's a recognition by the U.S. government and the international community that there's a Christian genocide in Nigeria, it allows for the next step in terms of, okay, can we have an independent state for...
Okay, ndị be anyị, ama m na unu na-efolo n'ife nwoke a na-ekwu. Ọ na-ekwu ya na English. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, aga m akọwa ka m si wee malụ. Unu mana o nwere ife ndị be anyị na-akpọ ịkpọ nwa nkịta aja afa ka e wee lee ya. And all that step bụ the only way ndị ọcha ga-efolo wee recognize anyị. Unu mana ndị be Eliza na ndị be Charlie n'ọfa nwe Nigeria, and ife niile fa na-elite na Nigeria dị na be anyị. Ndị ọcha nwelu senso. America enwere ike ịpụta bịa gbowam bịa si na fe recognize ya Biafra. A ga-akpọlili Nigeria ofu afa wee lefa. Nke a bụ na ọ bụrụ aja afa ka a na-akpọfa, na ife a na-akpọfa kịta bụ afa ife fa na-eme. Fa bụ terrorist nation Nigeria. O nwere onye dị bold ikwue. No country in Africa dị bold challenge Nigeria. Why? Because fa na-atụ Nigeria egwu. Unu mana ndị Nigeria bụ ndị, they like to make noise. Fa na-eme mkpọtụ. Kedu ife Nigeria ji eme mkpọtụ? Oil na gas dị all over Biafra land. It's not just one state. All over the state na Biafra land nwelu mineral resources. Unu mana recently na o nwelu stone afọ na n'Imo State n'Owerri. E wee sị na stone na ife ọ ga-cost ma ele ya bụ $9 billion. Wee name so many things that stone ga na-alụ, eji alụ, ma eji lụọ ife jeje n'ọnwa ma everything. Ọ anyenwa bụ that goose that lays the golden egg. Mana ana sideline anyị. The same thing ndị Iraq melu ndị Kurdish. The same thing. The same thing ka Cameroon na-eme ndị Ambazonia. Anyị nwa wee sị enough is enough. So there is no other person who be bold to challenge Nigeria for killing Christians except Biafrans. And this is our APM here. Our APM bụ ife ndị Igbo na-akpọ odogwu nwoke. Sọọsọ ya bụ onye nwere ike isheki root Nigeria. Thank you, Sunday and William. Ndewonu. Sọọsọ Biafra bụ ndị nwere ike challenge Nigeria the way we are doing now. Nigeria wee na-agba ka oke ọkụ na-agba. Una fuge. So nwoke anụnwa na-akọwa that na ife niile na-eme kịta, ife a na-eme designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern bụ site n'ije fa na-eje before. Unu for the video, all the congressmen our APM meeting, oburu almost 20 of them or more. And on the lawmakers, especially Ted Cruz. That man azogo presidential election in America. So oburu obele mmadu. And many other senators. So all the congressmen plus ife niile America na-erekọdụlụ Nigeria na the last video mkpọ. So our APM ejego n'August mee testimonial, jee na September mee briefing with Biafrans. Fa niile culminated to what is going on now. Maka onwere ọbụrụ ndị Nigeria ji report onwefa to ndị America. Ọbụrụkwa any other African country will the boldness take this step. So Biafra Republic government in exile. Or if I na-eme ka unu mal. So nwoke a na-ekwusi no after this one ọzọ esobie ọ ka ndị ọcha si eme. And obi esiga anyị ike na step niile a na-etake ga-agagide wee luo mgbe America ga-akpọ okwu afa ọ bụrụ na fe recognize ga anyị ọ ife nwoke a na-akọwa.
For Nigerian's Christian population, the natural conclusion of which is Biafra, right? So there needs to be certain steps taken diplomatically in order to go from point A to point B to point C. And that's what we're doing. President Trump, with the encouragement of the US Congress, has recognized Nigeria as a country of particular concern, but he hasn't stopped there. He's now taken the next step in terms of threatening possible military action vis-a-vis Nigeria. And because there's this recognition of Christian genocide, now you have people in Washington who are taking the next logical conclusion. So, for example, Walid Perez, who is a senior foreign policy advisor in Washington, including having been an advisor to President Trump in his 2016 campaign and other Republican presidential candidates, is now openly talking about how empowering Biafra, allowing the Christians in the South to have their own self-determination, the U.S. military going through and establishing a perimeter in Biafra, he's already jumping into that next step. So everything you're seeing are just the preliminary steps. There are going to be additional steps, the eventuality being the goal that we want. So, diplomacy is hard work. And, everything that you're seeing today is the result of a lot of work that's happened over the course of the past year.
Yes. Ndị be anyị unu anụghị ife okwu ọ sị na diplomacy bụ a very difficult word. Thank you, Diego, for joining us. Remember to click the like button. Diplomacy bụ a very hard job. Why? Because ịchọ ime ife dị very sensitive. Maka na unu ma na ndị ọcha na-eli Nigeria wee na-ebu fana their citizens. Mana Nigeria bụ this one ga-eje gote ngwa agha wee na-egbu citizen nke. And fa chọrọ ka anybody kwuo okwu about it. No, you mustn't talk. That's why every Southeast politician na-amalili fe nwere ike ikwu okwu si na etu esi jide Nnamdi Kanu ka release ya etu esi release ndị ọzọ. They cannot say it. Rather fe welie wee na-eli ego welie na-eme politics. Wele onye ndu na-eme politics. Aka na-ekwu na ejidele onye ndu fe jide our PM. Everything bụ politics. But now nwoke asị no step by step. Na niamago na kita emelu this one. Na the next step we follow. And na ga lead to our eventual goal. And gịnị bụ goal anwa? The recognition of Biafra. So ndị be anyị onye ọbụla jiri nwayọ ka anyị na-edonate ego ọ fọdụgo nwantiti ometezi aka. And o kwuru si that not just last year ka ebido wee kwuba okwu a. Unu ma no last year ka PM bịa may introduce to Biafrans. So it's like almost a year now. Look at what is happening. Nigeria na anyuma amele na their part. Nigeria are not, they are no longer themselves. All of them have come out, especially those who are benefiting from this terrorism. Because ụfọdụ na-ego ngwa agha ma egbe ma mgbọ na-ele ma drug ma everything. So enwere a whole lot going on. Those who introduced this terrorism and those who are really sponsoring it and those who import terrorists from other Sahel. to come and fight the citizens, innocent citizens. So he's telling us that na ife niile a bụ step by step. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, unu aghọtago ife ngwala unu na nwoke a bụ ndị Biafra kpọtara ka o nyere anyị aka wee duru anyị jee kọntrị obodo niile dịka Amerịka ka fa recognize anyị. Maka na recognize anyị ka m na-akọwakwa, ana m akọwa everyday, but I will never stop until Biafra bịa ịkọwala unu na ndị a na-agba egbe, ndị na-echedo obodo anyị under Major General Butuzo and Commander Gentle, ndị nke anwa na-echedobe anyị, ọ bụrụ fa ga-ewetala anyị Biafra. Onye ga-ewetala anyị Biafra bụ kọmpani nwoke a unu fụrụ ebe a na-alụ ọrụ a na-akpọ Jim Moran. Ọfa ga-ewetala anyị Biafra. Ndewo Solomon. So etu a nsi akọwa ya ka ọ ga-esi wee doo unu anya na nwoke a na-alụ ọrụ ezilie na ife na-eme kịta na Naịjirịa. Onye ọbụla na-esheki, fa na-eti mkpu na Amerịka si na fa ga-abịa. Amerịka aka abịarọkwa ahụ, mana Nigeria Foundation na-esheki kịta. Fejego kpọta ndị France, kpọta ndị nke a, kpọta ndị nke a. Unulo na ndị a ga-stand nwa Amerịka? Ọ dịrọ possible. Maka ifefa chọọ bụ ka akọva afa, ka fa na-egbu innocent citizens, so that abịa sị gị na ị ga-abụkwa Muslim ikwelu maka na egwu na-atụ. So ife Biafra government in exile na-eme bụ na Nigeria ama egbuzi Christians, and ọnya bụ first warning Trump nyelu ndị Nigeria na ọ bụ na unu continue na-egbu ndị Christian with terrorists ma ọ gbachi nkịtị na fanwa ga-eji akafa wee bịa chụpụ ya bụ ndị terrorists. America sịrọ na ọ na-abịa fight Nigeria. No, America ada-abịa fight Muslims. No, America is coming to fight those terrorists. Ebe ọ bụ na Nigeria gọọmenti na terrorist kalịlụfa, o wee dịfa ka ọ na America kafa ga-efesi m. America is not coming to fight Nigeria. They are coming to fight those terrorist groups. Ọ ka unu wee ghọta. So no nwoke anụnwa bụ onye na-edu ndị Biafra na-eje ka e recognize anyị. Etu ọ ga-abụ Nigeria nọdụ na UN or nọdụ anywhere in the world as a nation, anyị nwa nọdụkwa as a nation. Ọ ka unu na-aghọta. So let us continue to listen to him.
And the results of the day in and day out meetings and educating U.S. officials. And so, finally, people are seeing the fruits of our labor, and people can see why meeting all those members of Congress and other officials was so critically important. And again, leading up to what you see now, you saw our various activities, whether it be congressional testimony to the Tom Lantos Human Rights Commission, whether it be the first ever congressional hearing on Biafra in the U.S. Congress with Dr. Michael Rubin of the American Enterprise as a guest speaker. All of these played important roles in obtaining political support and laying the groundwork for what we're seeing today. What we're seeing today is completely unprecedented. This has never happened. The U.S. has never taken such a strong line vis-a-vis Nigeria, even in comparison to the first Trump term, because this goes far beyond simply country of particular concern. Stronger actions are being taken. And again, Congress has played a very big role in persuading President Trump and the Trump administration to go in this direction. You saw it from people like Congressman Riley Moore. You saw it from Senator Ted Cruz, who we've worked with, who we've met with, who introduced legislation not only designating Nigeria as a country of particular concern, but pursuing targeted sanctions of Nigerian officials. So our work has made a difference, and this is being recognized. You don't just have to take my word for it, or take the APM's word for it, or take the Minister of Information's word for it. If you read the international news, you will see in international news whether France 24, Yahoo, Barron's, our lobbying firm, and BRGIE are mentioned in terms of playing a role and having a lobbying campaign to advocate for these positions, right? BRGIE and our lobbying firm are the ones mentioned. You don't see USB mentioned, or BGC, PCC, DOS. I don't know. There's so many acronyms out there. So I think the record is very clear from objective sources, and we still have a lot of work to do, though, because we're at the beginning stages here. So a lot more work to be done, and look forward to the great team that we have achieving the goal.
Yes, also a lot more work needs to be done. And though ya mela iji ekwu okwu donation, we cannot stop my people. Nwoke a kwuru ụzọ ife ịtọ here. Ofu bụ na ọ sị no because of ife nyanwa na information minister APM na ife fa na-eme na ọnya kpatalụ eji ekwu okwu Biafra Republic Government in Exile na foreign newspapers now. So nyaka information minister ji wee wepụta this information. You look at it here. Lobbying by Biafrans, independence activities behind Ted Cruz's genocide accusations. And maka odudu our APM weje, ka our APM ji we meet these lawmakers, Ted Cruz, we introduce that legislation, and the legislation was passed. America wee kwuba okwu, because before now America adịghị ekwu okwu. America no all along, and Nigeria no all along na commit kwa their genocide na aga. Nobody has ever said it except now. So there's a lot of progress, and okwu gị ekita sị na the next thing ga-eme bụ anyị nwa achieve our goal, which is Biafra.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elias. Thank you. You have really touched light in most of the achievement, and we still have more to achieve. And we strongly ask or plead with the leader of the free world, United States of America. I know that the Nigerian terrorist country, why we call them terrorist countries, that is support terrorism. They want to make Nigeria a safe haven for all the terrorists on earth. Can you imagine a country with over 22 terrorists, and every other week you have more new names of terrorists? I don't know what that country, by Tinubu, Shetima, co-founder of terrorists, I don't know what kind of joy they derive by welcoming all these terrorists and by killing the Christians, beheading Christians, chopping off their head, their leg, burning houses, chasing them out of villages. I don't know what this evil country, why we call Nigeria evil country. Over 130 years ago, my grandfather, grandmother are not Nigeria. Nigeria is not a country. It's just made to benefit some interest. It's not created to benefit the Christians of Biafra or the Christians in the Middle Belt or the Southwest. Nigeria, for those that are thinking Nigeria is a country, Nigeria is a scam. The former presidents of Nigeria, they make it clear that Nigeria is never a country, that the British government creates Nigeria, trying to have this gigantic big country, and at the same time, for their own interest is the investment of the British Empire or the British government. It's not for the interest of the people of that region. Nigeria is more than one country. 130 years ago, we Biafrans, we are not Nigeria. The Middle Belt are not Nigeria. The Southwest are not Nigeria. The North are not Nigeria. So we played with the international community to know this and to understand that Nigeria is a scam, it's fraud. Any house built with faulty foundation will collapse, and we can see it playing out. We just want all of us to go our separate way peacefully. The northern part of Nigeria have a different ideology. They are Muslim. The middle part of Nigeria, so-called Nigeria today, the middle belt, over 70, 80% are Christians. And when you go to the north, they live a different lifestyle, different ideology. They worship different God. They have their own religion called Islamists. And that's where the Islamic terrorists are able to gather to attack the whole region from there. And they want to Islamize the whole region, even the Biafran people that are Christians. And we Biafrans, we reject that. We can never be Islamized. We can never allow our land to be overrun by these terrorist jihadists. 1806, Madam Fodio, the father of this so-called terrorist group, they came from Sahel, and they swore oath that they will make sure they overrun the whole region and take over our ancestral land, that they will Islamize us. Go to the north, partially they practice Sharia law. Nigeria is supposed to be a secular state. I don't know, we Biafrans, we are not Muslim. How are we going to abide or be part of this Sharia law? So please, we plead with the leader of this free world to put Nigeria on embargo to make sure that no weapon goes to their hand. We also want to remind them what happened in Afghanistan after United States of America trying to help the Afghanistan and equip them with military hardware. Afghanistan, they have over 200 and something military personnel with all the hardware. When United States of America withdraw, what happened? The government, not knowing that the Afghanistan military, they are all Talibans, over 90%. They hand over all the weapons, everything to the terrorists, the Talibans. That is exactly what is happening in Nigeria today. The so-called Nigerian military, over 90% are terrorists because they reintegrate terrorists into Nigerian military. So when this killing is going, the military actually aid and they work with the terrorists. And the military supply these terrorists. We have a lot of video of where the military are dropping off weapons to these terrorists. Nigeria is a terrorist state. Nigeria needs to be divided, disintegrate. Let the Biafran Christians have their own separate country, nation, and worship their God. Let the North, they can go and practice their Sharia law. We have no problem with that. We Biafrans never invaded the northern part of the so-called Nigeria or to take their territory from them. We have our own territory. We mind our business in our own God-given land. They can never Islamize us. A place we all your plead with the international community to stop supplying Nigeria as a country, to stop supplying them military hardware or logistics. The more you arm the Nigerian government, you are arming terrorists.
Yes, Biafrans, our APM have said a lot, and you will agree with me that everything he said is on point. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, ekenekwa m unu ọzọ. Onye a bụ onye na-achị anyị kịta. Unu ma na Naịjirịa, ife fa ji egbu anyị bụ ego fa na-elete na our gas and our oil. Fa gosie those things, fe wee na-egbu anyị. Ọ bara ulu na unu ga-aghọta a few things. Number one, anyị chọrọ ịpụ. Number two, o nwere onye anyị chọkwu recognition. Ị chọọ ịrapụ a country dịka Nigeria, ị ga-adị very strong and powerful. O nwere any country na-ebunye anyị ngwa agha. Ọ anyị nwa ji aka anyị atụ ego eji ego ya bụ ngwa agha. Unu afụgo nwoke a na ebe a, fada emela anyị ife a as a charitable organization, a na-akwụkwafe ụgwọ. Now Nigeria abịa jide Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, aka n'elu na ọfọ ka farapụ Maazị fajidekwuo our PM. Ọ dị unu ka kọtụ niile afa na-eje ka ọ na-ama akwụ ụgwọ fọnya bụ kọtụ? Ife njekwu okwu a bụ na anyị nidi ilote our donation. Anyị nidi ka anyị na-elote na anyị aka bụrụkwa a nation. I'm happy for ife na-eme kịta, mana ife na-eme kịta, ife ọ ga-egosi unu bụ na onye jelu gwọọ abacha etokwa ya ọgwọta ọzọ. Na nke a America mee kịta, all because of ego unu na-atụ, and because na I need to be recognized, and America na-aga about it step by step. So onwe ofu ife m ga-like ka unu gee ntị na this video, sọsọ ofu ife anwa ekwusiri anya mụnwa enwere m ike mechie for the day. Ofu ife anwa okwuru anya m ga-eme ka unu malụ. I need donation. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, ndị nwere ego, try anụ donate to our liberation. Unu kwụsị donate to Nigeria. Mmadụ dịka Ali na Onyema, kwụsị sponsor the killing of your own people. Kwụsị ya, maka ego ị na-enye ndị Fulani bụ ego eji ego ngwa agha wee na-egbu ụmụnne gị. So my people, ife dịrị anya etu a na-eme atụle ya n'elu atụle ya n'anị. Our APM ọ na-agba mbọ. Ọ sị na ọkụ a gụnyere ya n'aka na ọ ma anyụ n'aka ya, and that light will continue to burn very brightly ka anyị wee fụ ụzọ wee na-eje ebe anyị na-eje, and n'ike nke Chukwu okike abịama anyị ga-enweta ife anyị na-achọ. So ka anyị na-egekwanụ ntị, ọ ka ndị nọ n'ụlọ wee na-aghọta ife a na-ekwu.
If you support in arming Nigeria, that means you support the killing of Christians. That means you support the genocide. Please, thank you very much. Elias, if you still have one or two things, or Minister of Information, if you want to touch light on one or two things, kindly do that. If you want to reach us, please, our website, Biafra Republic Government. The government is spelled out completely, .org. And we have info at Biafra Republic Government in Ezra. You can reach out to us. Let us all work together to make this world a safe place. Let us all work together to make it great again. With your support, we can all work and combat this terrorism. We need to stop terrorists, because terrorism is so bad, because they are killing people, beheading women, children, burning people houses, even when they are asleep, chasing people out of their farmland. It's just evil. Let's call it spade a spade. Thank you very much, Elias. And the Honorable Minister of Information, you might have one or two things to contribute before we wrap up and call it a day. Thank you.
Thank you, our Honorable APM, and thank you, our Honorable guest of the day, Mazi Elias. Biafrans are very grateful to you for all you've done. Listening to your promises to the Biafran people after 1 year and seeing all your deliveries, I am speechless. I don't know what to ask you again, because if you had not delivered anything, my mouth will be filled of too many questions. But now, even as I click on one thing on the website, it's directing me to another website to go and make reference and see evidence of what you have done. Without doubt, you've done so well. You've done so well. And Biafran people are very grateful to you. And I don't know if it's the right time for you to say something about this. I'm just asking. If it's not the right time, then you let it be. BRGIE in talks with US government over deal makes it public. And this document is available in the US government website. So I may display it on the screen. If you have something to say about it, maybe you want to highlight some point on it so that those that are listening may understand what they may not have understood before. So clicking on this link, this document has opened from the US government website, and I am displaying it here. So can you see the screen very well?
Yes, I can. Yes. Let me just speak generally about it. If people want to read the documents, they could go online, including on my Twitter, where that document is displayed. What I would say is that the current U.S. government, President Trump, is very transactional in the way they operate, and in a way, that's a good thing, because if you offer something, the president and the White House are willing to make a deal with you. If you offer something that's enticing, and that's mutually beneficial for both sides. So this is time to make a deal. There's a unique window of opportunity. A lot of independence movements and countries, de facto countries seeking their recognition, are in talks with the White House to make deals. For example, Somaliland, which is seeking its independence from Somalia and seeking the recognition of the United States and the international community, has developed close relationships with the United States, and I believe sometime during this administration, their independence will be recognized by the United States. They've offered the U.S. Military and defense deals, including ports and bases. We have made similar offers to the U.S. government. I don't have to go into specific details, but we have indicated to the U.S. government that there are a number of deals we are prepared to make in aspects of economy, natural resources, as well as defense, and also to clarify a misunderstanding. Some of the opponents of what we're trying to do, they may make the argument and say, well, you shouldn't make a deal with the United States. This is colonialism, and we don't want any country taking our resources. Well, right now, what you have right now is the Nigerian government takes all the resources in Biafra land, and the people of Biafra land don't benefit, and people in Biafra are being killed and murdered and oppressed by the.
So my people, hello Mary, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. My people, are you understanding what he is saying? The APM asked our information minister whether he has any question for Elias. And first of all, he thanked Elias for taking us this far, because this earthquake going on in Nigeria now, it is these two men, our APM and our lobbyists. They are the ones that made it happen, because Nigeria has been killing Christians since 1967 till date, and nobody has said a word. And this is the only time it is happening. So that is a great achievement, a very big achievement. No African nation has the balls to talk to America about the massacre going on in Nigeria. It is only Biafra that can do that. So, my people, you will agree with me that what Elias is saying now is correct. Information Minister asked him that this document, it is from BRGIE, but it was displayed in American website. So he said yes, that the deal is going on. This is the very interesting part of this program. This very part is the best interesting part for me. And I believe that every genuine Biafra will like this part. This part is very, very interesting. And he said, yes, that if you want to make deal with America, you have to offer something very enticing, and they will come into deals with you. He mentioned Somali and other countries that have had deals with America, because that America is not coming to Africa to colonize anybody. No. But that if you, as a Biafran, that Nigeria government has been using all our economy, our natural resources, and everything to kill us, and it's like you are holding what you have, and the thief wants that thing, maybe it's a wristwatch or your phone, and America, so a thief wants to take it from you. You say no, you'll be fighting over that wristwatch or over that phone, and the thief will kill you and still take that phone from you. Why don't you give that phone away and buy your freedom and be alive? That's what he is saying. So he said here, yes, that the deal is going on with Biafra and America, that it involves economy, natural resources, and military equipment. So ndị be anyị, kedu ife unu lo? Aga m like ka onye ọbụla bata na this very studio kwuo something, but for wanting to go finish. Once o finish, I will like people to come into the studio and say what is in their mind. And I am very, very happy that this has come up. Unu ga-eweli amalụ na Biafra abịagokwa abịa for wanting to, but meanwhile, ka anyị donate. Ikuku, thank you so much for joining us. Ndị be anyị lotakwanụ na unu ga na-click the like button, click in here and subscribe to Betty4 TV as we go along. Let me continue. It's just a very little while and it will finish.
This horrible government in Nigeria. So it's better to, let's say, make a deal with the United States where the people of Biafra can benefit from their own resources. And of course, other countries like the US will benefit as well, but there will be a mutual benefit versus now where the people of Biafra are not benefiting from their own resources and they're being killed by the terrorists and oppressed by the Nigerian government. So I think this is the sensible direction to move in. The way to achieve Biafra is for us to do what we need to be doing and to also engage in practical deal making. No country like the US or others is going to give you anything for free, so to speak. You're going to have to put things on the table, and the other side will put things on the table as well. And you have to engage in practical deal making. That's how this works. And that's how the real world works, and that's how the world of diplomacy works. So I
Okuna Nugi Foku also that no where anybody gain anything free, that you have to put something on the table. Ndị be anyị achọrọ m ịga too deep n'okwu a, mana at least unu na-aghọta ife ọ na-ekwu.
I think we have a very promising path, and I think now is the time. Yeah, I'm very positive about what we can achieve, and I'm very excited in terms of the path we lay ahead. So, and I'm eager for any additional questions that you may have.
All right, Alea, before another question, let me touch light on this as a Biafra and also as acting Prime Minister. We Biafran people have been killed and massacred enough. 1957 to 1970, we call it a genocidal war, where the Nigerian terrorist country with her allies, they massacred Biafran. Over 3 million of Biafrans were starved to death. Total of over that were killed and over 5 million. Until today, they are still killing us while we are liberating our land. The Nigerian terrorist state, they are invading our territory, and we're doing everything. We Biafran people, as we speak, the Nigerian terrorists are taking our resources, and we are not benefiting from it. It's better we are alive before we can talk about the resources. What about if we allow them to kill us all and also take the resources? It's better we use the resources to trade for our life.
Una nuge. Also, we better use the resources to trade for our lives. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Ikuku. Dalo. Monday. Ndewo. Ikuku, I agree with you. This our APM. In fact, the most sensible man I have ever seen. But you all know that he's a very successful man. This our APM, unu maka m si afu ya anya, ana m afu ya the way m si afu Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not naturally a politician. He is only a businessman, but he's a successful businessman. So he has been getting something good deals for Americans and for the interest of the citizens. But Nigeria Gambia going for the killing of its own citizens. This is where the difference lies. So this type of man, Mazio Genkere, our APM, this type of man, I see him the way I see Donald Trump. All the deals that Donald Trump has made since he became this um, since he became the second time president of America has been great, and he's doing it for his people. So when you have somebody like our APM, who is a very successful businessman leading you, my people, he will always go for the best thing for Biafrans. Kekunu gesi wee nwere oyi. Ekwute onye a ga-enye una na akụkọ dị oyi si mba mba mba. Bet Fulani bịa wee were oyi a wee na-azala afa. Were oyi a na-ego ngwa agha na-egbu anyị. My people, enough is enough. Ọsọsọ onye nzuzu ga-ejide fonu onye ochi atụnoge egbe ijidesie the phone ike ọgbagbuo gị welu the phone. Iluzuo ndụ gị, iluzuo your phone. So that is what he's saying. This is the point that I was waiting for. So now I'm going to leave the link for any interested Biafran to join me on this space. So the link is there, my people. Join me and let us discuss it further and talk about all the success that Biafra Republic government in exile have made. And if you rewind this video, that was our PM that was listing down all the success since 2023. He talked about the creation of state. He talked about the registration of Biafra as an independent Biafra Republic government in exile, registering it, and the redeclaration. He mentioned about the Biafra map, mentioned about putting all the structures in place, all the economic development, and creation of BDF, and now our APM has taken up from there. He has taken it up from there. And our APM is making Nigeria to shake and to quake. Who will say that our APM has not achieved a lot for us? So I know that any deal that he will make with America will be to the benefit of Biafrans. And my people, make no mistake, this deal is going to be to our own benefit. I thank you all, and I will be waiting for anyone. I'll be waiting for anyone, to join me in the studio Let me look for any soft music and play while I am waiting for anyone. Otherwise, I will call it a day. Yes, my people, Biafra is good to go. Ndị be anyị, ọ bụrụ na anyị enwere ife anyị ga-eji wee zụọ ọnya bụ afịa, we have it. Anyị nwelie in surplus. Anyị nwelie. Yes, anyị nwelie so much. Oh, my wonderful brother. I always bank on you. Thank you so much for joining me. Go ahead and speak to Biafrans. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much.
Mother Betty, good morning. Love you too, Mom.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
mean, your effort has to be appreciated. I mean, if you come out here every time, bring out your time to talk to Biafrans and to educate Biafrans, and nobody is coming to support or to speak, I mean, that is not encouraging. So I try to, even though I'm at work, I follow on the background. And when I can, I try to speak, because, yeah, even though we have been speaking a lot, Biafrans, I greet you all. The Biafra. Dutomano from here. Now when I hear them in, you have seen what is happening. All the achievements, Islamist group analyzing. Okay, yeah. So sorry, I'm just trying to reading something that is coming out. This news is just spreading everywhere. It's good that this contraption is on a limelight. They wanted attention. They have gotten the attention.
Yes.
And they will never come out of this alive. The zoo will never. There are some people who don't even understand. Even that this man called Tinubu, he has seen everything. He know what he knows what was coming. That's why he's been preparing his people. He's been preparing the Yoruba. He has been planning takeover in every industry in Nigeria.
Yes.
He's been placing his people in every strategic location because he knows that Nigeria is not going to survive this. So that's why he's been acting, trying to get everything ready for his people. So that once Nigeria finally breaks, he knows that they're not going to be able, he knows that the Fulani will destroy them if they stay together with the Fulani. They're not. They know that the North will ravage them, that they will kill them like crazy. So he's been planning. So that's what is happening. Everywhere is shaking. I don't know, Wanda Betty, if you have seen the video of one of the NATO member from Austria.
Yes.
Have you seen the video?
Is it the man talking about
the recognition?
Yes.
Honestly, I was looking at the video. I was like, is this real? For Biafra to be talked about this way? Already, within few days of Donald Trump reacting, America reacting, Russia, Austria, an European country, a member of NATO, is calling on NATO, calling on Donald Trump, calling on the European Union to recognize Biafra.
Yes.
How go they go Africa? Do you know?
America leads.
Others follow.
Yes.
Yeah.
America
So
leads.
Europe, the West they cannot afford to stand against America right now.
No. They had a deal with America recently. Did you watch it?
But you know what? I saw something yesterday of a person, a news that the European Union, that they are standing solidly behind Nigeria. That Nigeria is a sovereign nation. And then I also saw another news that said that China is telling America to back off.
Yes.
But let me say this.
China has a lot of investment in Nigeria.
Yeah, let me say this. For anybody right now, anybody that is actually supporting Nigeria at this moment, anybody that is against the coming of the intervention of the United States, you must be, I don't know how to describe you. You are worse than evil, because people are being killed. And your country, your government, your military have come out to say that you are on your own, that they cannot be able to stop this. Your government cannot stop it. Instead, your government is aiding it. For you to be killed, whether you are a Yoruba, whether you are a Hausa, whether you are Igbo, whoever you are, whether you are any Biafran or Duduwa, and you stand there, open your mouth to criticize America. Nigeria is a sovereign nation that brings terrorists from another country to kill you.
They are citizens, yeah.
They are killing their citizens. And you think you are a human being that have a reasoning capability. If you are actually a human being, you consider yourself a human being, and you still support Nigeria. You still call our Nigeria. You still recognize yourself as a Nigeria. You are been saying this. You are less than an animal.
Yes.
You are less than the lowest of the animal on this planet Earth. In fact, you are the scum of the earth. Because I have never seen this kind of thing. America, people forgot that Donald Trump, all these people, many of them were alive years ago when Donald Trump was president the first time.
Yes.
Donald Trump. Now, many of you that are criticizing Trump, condemning America, do you all evil souls, do you remember that Donald Trump, in his first term, he asked Buhari, why are you killing Christians in Nigeria?
Exactly.
He told Buhari, stop killing Christians, do something about it. That was during the dead Buhari time.
Yes, that man was the fake Buhari. And do you mention his response? He said that there are people from Libya, another country.
Libya.
Oh.
That is what he says. He said it is for the response this evil man gave. Donald Trump was that he said it's Libya, people from Libya, because of the crisis going on in Libya, that all these people are trooping in from Libya. Now, okay, so terrorists are coming in from Libya to kill your people, and now you have the mouth to say that you are a sovereign nation. You lost that right as a sovereign nation when you allow foreign terrorists to come and kill your own citizens. You don't deserve to be called a government.
They will not do anything about it.
They didn't do anything. And this reprobate called Tinubu, this drug dealer came in and continued from where they stopped because of their hatred for evil. Because of their hatred for evil man. See, that their plan to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to do all this, when we are done with them, this time around, when we are done with them, you see, they are thinking that America is going to come fight our war for us. No. United States is going to bring their presence, and they are going to supply us with every necessary equipment that we need.
Yes.
We are going to fight you people.
Yes.
We will fight you.
We have done it before.
We will fight you. Yoruba, Fulani, anybody that stand on our way from getting this freedom this time around, we will fight you. Yes. Because America has come to recognize us.
Yes.
For a NATO member from Austria to come up boldly to speak for Biafra, to speak for the recognition of Biafra, calling on the European Union, that is to tell you that it is game over.
Yes, it's game over.
Because they are weighing in. If America had not come in, these people nobody would have come in to speak, say anything about, because these people have seen that America has stepped up and they are following. All of them. I heard that Australia is planning to designate Nigeria as a country of concern. The same thing with Canada. The same thing with Canada. Yes. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, these people will have no choice but to fall in line, to follow America. Because you know what? America have come to understand that Biafra is their only hope. Their only hope of being present in Africa right now, especially in the West Africa.
Yes.
Because every other African law-abiding people. We are not terrorists. We will not be the one. We will not be bombing their base if they build any military base in our land. All these people talking about this. Let me tell you something. It's because of our things. There is something fundamentally wrong. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was saying this, that something is definitely fundamentally wrong with the brain of a black man. People don't understand. I did not even understand it until now. Something is deadly, very grievously wrong with the way we reason, and something has to be done about it.
Yes.
Because of your natural resources, if we had given these natural resources to America in 1967, Biafra would have been one of the best nations on this planet Earth by now.
That man
Biafra would have been one of the leading power.
Yeah.
We did not give that. Upon that, they killed over 5 million of us, and they still do what? They still take our oil up to today. That mistake can never be made again. Over my dead body. That mistake can never be made again.
Yes.
They took our natural, they killed over 5 million of us and still end up taking that oil, that natural resources. Up to today.
It's very painful. Very
painful. Today. If we had known, we would have given America the natural resources and get our freedom then. Get their support to get our freedom in 1967. But look at what is happening to us today. Until then, over 50 years, they killed over 5 million of us. They still end up taking that oil, and they still use the money from that oil they get from our land, and they still use it to sponsor terror upon us.
Yes.
They still use it to sponsor killing upon us. They have never changed. There is no remorse. There is no any atom of remorse. Instead, they have intensified the killing, their impunity on us with our wealth, our natural resources. Jeffers, please tell me, which kind of insult is more than this?
Do you know the worst aspect of it now is that Gumi recently told the governors to recruit our own boys.
To kill us.
To be killing us. So the worst aspect now is that they are using that money to sponsor our own people.
Our own people to kill us. But this is the end of their road. We are going to give America the natural resources in our land to be able to have our freedom.
I'm telling you, APM.
Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that we were going to give every African country surrounding us oil, free oil. For them to, so, but why, instead of giving this African country surrounding us this oil, we would rather give it to America and get our freedom? Because this African country, how many of them are speaking? The people are going to give oil. It's even the Yorubas that are burning our businesses, killing us. Are they not the ones that flooded online? Are they not the ones persecuting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The president is a Yoruba. The judge, Judge Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is a Yoruba. These people, instead of giving them these natural resources, we would rather, them is there, none of them is speaking. Every single one of them, none of them is speaking against the injustice against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, against Biafran people. Well, then why should we give them this oil? We would rather make a deal with America, a country that will come and say, let us have our freedom. They will build their base. They will bring in companies from America. They will establish. Biafra will be an industrial hub. Let me tell you something. There is nothing, no good plan. No. Listen to me, Biafrans. America, the big masquerade step in, and all the demons, all the evil spirits are now showing their faces. They are all coming out from their hiding.
Yes.
They are not coming out. Russia has never, for once, called Nigeria to our attention for the killing of Christians. China, I've never called. In fact, I'm not a Christian, but China is killing Christians in China and Muslim alike. They only believe in that their religion, that their own religion of their ancestors. So China basically partially own Nigeria. You Biafran that is there saying why America is coming. You that is there, indigenous people in Nigeria. China have a special interest. All the special interest group, European Union that have made deal with Nigeria. That is why they are siding Nigeria. All China, all of them are rising to speak up right now. I'm talking about, there's one man that I saw on X. I think he's a Russian. He is also at the same time saying why that Donald Trump has lost his mind for trying to invade Nigeria. All these people are interest group. They are all converging because they know that their food is about to be taken away from them. All their interests. China is busy in our own village mining our natural resources, something that you cannot try in China as a black person.
Yes, in Enugu now, they are mining our coal. Do you know that coal
China,
generates energy?
yes, Chinese people, these people are trying to rule the world. Do you know that China owns over 70% of the earth mineral right now in the world? China, they have a bunch of earth mineral that are using to for this new industrial revolution that is coming up, which is computer, which is technology. China have all these chips, all the earth mineral for the new technological world that we are entering. But yet, they are not tired. They are still coming to take the ones in our land. All the loans that they gave to this country, this contraption, British biggest zoo in Africa, the biggest zoo of Britain in Africa called Nigeria. All the money that these people have been giving Nigeria, all these things, they want to get it by our natural resources. That's why they are busy and us taking our natural resources everywhere in Biafra land. So do you think that China will want you to have your freedom? No. Because of their special interest, China do not care if hundreds or thousands of you are killed, as long as they are getting their natural resources, as long as they are mining our natural resources. They have exchanged your life for natural resources. They don't care if you are killed. They don't care if you are murdered. They don't care if you are raped. They don't care if Nigeria starve you. They don't care if you graduate from college, no job. They don't care. All they care is for their own people. China, all they care, and their next plan is to be able to send majority of their people, bunch of their millions of their people into our land, because they have so much. They have so much population. So they are trying to push their people to come into our land to occupy our space, because they see Nigeria as a conquered land, as a land free for grab. But no, not in Biafra.
And I'm sure
not in Biafra.
China is the reason why Yoruba people are demolishing the houses
our
of
businesses.
Yes,
because you know what?
So that China will come and settle them.
China is buying a whole bunch of land in Lagos. All those beachfronts in Lagos, all those beachfront area properties. China is buying this everywhere in Africa. They are buying properties in massive number. Even here in the United States, they are buying land, farmlands. So people don't understand. Nigerians, they don't even understand what is happening to them. They don't even understand. They are just walking around sheepishly. And Biafrans, let me tell you, if you are in Lagos, if you are in Abuja, wherever you are doing business, you are in Aba, you are in Onitsha, let me tell you something. These people do not want your success. That is the reason why you have to rise up to support Biafra right now. All you importers, do you know what? China knows that you are going to be a big competitor. If Biafra is restored, Aba market will be a global market, a world-class market. Onitsha market will be a world-class market. Every other market in Biafra land, everywhere will be a world global market. The China know that you're going to take customers from all over Africa. Even we will be exporting things to the United States because of the bilateral relationship we are going to have with the United States. We are going to be manufacturing things. In America here right now, majority of the products come from China. So China know that we are going to be a big competitor. If Biafra is restored, we are going to take over the trade markets. We are going to take over the trade industry in Africa. We are going to take over the markets in Africa, and they don't like it. They don't want that because they are swallowing a lot of countries with their product, and their product are not even solid. Their product are not strong. The product, even the ones they ship here in the United States, is not a strong product. I'm telling you, if they can send this kind of product or this kind of product that doesn't even last, if they can send it to the United States, imagine the kind of thing they send to Nigeria. So they know that Biafra is going to be a very competitive power.
Yes.
In terms of trades, in terms of business, in terms of the market, they know that Biafra is going to be a challenge to them. So they don't want it to happen. They know that as long as we continue to remain in that contraption, Nigeria will continue to suppress us.
Yes.
We will continue to starve us. They continue to press us down.
And everybody will depend on them.
Everybody will depend on them. So they know that if we restore Biafra, I'm telling you, countries will be flying in from in all over Africa to come and buy business. We'll become exporter. There will be tons of sheep in our land, tons of sheep in Igbo, in all those areas where, I mean, this, what is it called? Containers will be shipped. Our goods will be shipped to different countries in Africa. We will be servicing Africa, even the West, even Europe. So they know that we are industrious. We know, they know that we can produce.
Do you know that the Chinese have pushed Britain away from Nigeria?
Of
Because
course.
there's an advert going on that Nigeria should realize that China is no good for Africa. I said,
Oh,
you
are
have
you
now been a
serious?
competitor.
Oh boy, that is happening in the UK there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
A
Now
very big
they
signpost.
now they are losing. They are losing. You know why? They are losing. Now America have stepped in. Britain, if they had known, if their greed had allowed them, if their greed had allowed them, them being the owner of Nigeria, they would have weighed their stance and see, look, these people, Biafran, they can be people to do business with, to have a cordial relationship. They are civilized. Dealing with this barbaric Fulani, they got to be like walking on eggshell. But their greed never allowed them. They still continue with their greed because they see that they are taking our natural resources on, like, no kind of this thing. No stoppage. They are taking it without any hindrances. So they feel that Biafrans are people who are too stubborn and too smart, that they're not going to be able to get away with our natural resources for free. That's why they keep siding. Because what is America is doing right now, this is what the position that Britain would have played. By coming to say, this is too much, let's divide this country. Let this whole thing stop. Because it's not working. After all, they are the creation of this Nigeria. They know that this thing never worked. Even before they even created it.
It's not working. It
It's
has
not
never
working.
worked.
They would have played it. That is to tell you that these people are evil. Evil incarnate. Now America has stepped in. Now they are running up. Britain, they will never gain anything from us. Because they've taken a lot. They have taken a lot from us. If the European Union like, let them join them. They can never get anything from us. We relied on them. Look at them. Our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, I'm looking at him. I'm just thinking back right now. I'm like, I'm sure when he was busy saying that we are bringing Finland to Biafra, we are bringing European style this into Biafra. I'm sure they will be they'll be there looking at him and they say, look at this one. You don't even know. That is because for them to betray him right now, after putting all his hope on them, we believe that European Union, Finland will help us to get our freedom. They became one of the biggest betrayer.
Yes.
Now let's see what is going to happen. Now we are choosing America. America should have always been the place because many of us live in America here, live freely. Many of us live in America here. We have an embassy in America.
Yes.
We should, like our information minister keeps saying, we shouldn't have done that convention in Finland. If it was here in America, we would have gotten our recognition by now.
Yes.
Because of the awareness it would have created would have been so massive here in the United States. But it's never too late. When America lead, others follow, and that is what is happening right now. So if you are a right-thinking human being and you are against the incoming of America, you are a wasted sperm. You shouldn't have existed. Because you are useless. You are useless.
Yes.
They are saying that they're killing. Oh, Muslims are killed too. So okay, because Muslims are killed, we should condone killing. We should allow it to continue.
Yes.
That is how human beings think. These useless people, they don't know that they have indicted themselves. When they open their mouth as a government, open your mouth and say that Muslims are killed too. It's not only Christians that Muslims are killed. Do you know what is happening right now? The latest, Sister Betty.
No.
The latest is that they are saying that the IPOB bribed Ted Cruz to divide Nigeria.
How can they say that?
I'm telling you, Nigerian government, that is what is.
That. You see, because Nigeria is a corrupt nation. They always
thinking negative. They think everybody is like them.
Yeah.
Everybody think like them because they are so corrupt. So that is to tell you how low these people have become. These people are thugs,
I'm
gangsters. They are
telling
not.
you.
You know, how can a whole government make this kind of statement? That means they are now praising. They are now raising our standard. Yes, and that is how it's supposed to be. I was listening this thing from one of our brother who was talking about this. Marcel Okocha. He's saying that if that is the truth, that he's saying that that means he himself he should be able to see IPOB as a very massive group. This and that. I was like, I was saying in my mind, I said, Marcel Okocha, don't you know that IPOB, which is the government of Biafra,
You
the
know, they
Biafran
don't
government
like
in
to
Israel?
mention our name.
Yes,
They don't like to mention our name.
yeah, I said, so don't you know that we are because he was saying if IPOB could influence the US government to invade Nigeria, that means they are powerful. I said, don't you know we are powerful?
Of
It's
course
not
they're
it's not
powerful.
IPOB Nigeria. It's IPOB that are referring to is the Biafra government in exile. And
Yes.
we are doing, you see, as many of them in that contraption because of envy and hatred that don't want to recognize Biafra. I'm talking about Biafrans that don't want to recognize the Biafran government in exile. Our effort, our strength, what we are doing, our struggle, all the effort and we are making to get our nation. All those people who don't want to recognize this government that have been working tirelessly and effortlessly to get the restoration, to save our people, that is saving the indigenous people in Nigeria right now. All of you will be put to shame. All of you, your mouth and your tongue will be forced to open and you will mention Biafran government in exile.
Yes.
It's
Our
coming.
our sister is here, Mary. Mary,
Oh,
good afternoon. Let's hear her a bit.
yes,
And
please go ahead.
okay, Mary,
Sister
go
Mary, you're
ahead.
welcome.
Hello, Mary.
Yes, ma.
Go ahead. How are you?
I'm fine.
go, go ahead and talk to Biafra. We are talking about our achievements and
Yes.
many more things that we are about to achieve.
Yeah.
And it is like this. Our APM is a successful business person, just like Donald Trump. He is not a political, he has no
Big
political
God.
background, but he's doing it well for us. So the way Donald Trump is to Americans is what our APM is to Biafrans. So go ahead and talk about it and talk to Biafrans.
Thank you, ma.
You're
Our
welcome.
APM is not a political bigot, or what can I say, a political self-interest. Or I don't know how to call them. We are Biafrans.
Yes.
That is why a sample for our APM, then when Biafra full restore, Biafra is not for sentiment.
No.
We are not restoring Biafra as a sample of Nigeria. No, God forbid. That is why if you hold mirror, let me just greet my people.
Yes, go ahead.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mommy Betty.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon. I'm so happy to meet you for this, my few minutes. I will just voice myself out to Biafra. Good afternoon, my brother. You're speaking. Good
Mighty
afternoon. Marty Dot, yes. Good afternoon, my big brother and father. Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, the lover of freedom. Good afternoon, our leader, Masi Namdi Okukalo. Good afternoon, our leader, Masi Simon Ekpa Icharekondo. Good afternoon, our APM, the present leader as APM. Present because you can't walk with your leg without head. That must surely be there because it meant to be. Good afternoon, sir. Nkenke Rabasi. Yes, my people, we achieve a lot. A lot, a lot. And who does that? Our APM, PM president. He's doing that because Biafra no before. If no be me, another person no go rule. Even our leader self no do. Even in short, if we want to talk about Biafra, we dey talk about Biafra is a spirit and this and This for those people who doesn't have truth, but that is real. From our internal leader, our leaders who fight, they never said, oh, if no be me, it no go be another person.
No.
That what caused all this calamity you see. I want to make a parable. They are just like a mirror. Yes. You must understand this. Because if you hold mirror, in any mistake, you drop it for ground, it will be pieces. That is why these people, they're this self-interest, that is Nigeria. Because they don't know. They pet Nigeria, they don't know, they don't want to break, they don't even look to their eyes because they get eye, but they cannot see. You have ear, Nigerian, even with, I want to tell you guys this, even we Biafrans, you have your eyes, but you cannot see. But you get ear, you can hear. The bird, the ringing of the bird, you see the things, even you cannot hear yourself, you cannot feel. And you have mouth. You become deaf and dumb, but you are talking. Imagine that. Now parable for all of you people. Because Nigeria is a mirror. They pet it for many, many years. Confusing the rest. Manipulation. Everywhere, blood is flowing, but it broke off. When it break, you can't see anymore. Because it have to happen to make all of you people know what you're playing with. It's not yet even happened. It's just the beginning. Nigeria. We are achieve a lot. Achieve a lot. If they cannot even say it because they are shame. Shame to shame. You born with bond of shame. Nigeria. Contraction of Britain. Even their media cannot even say it. When our leader been fighting, crying because of this camouflage, these things you're seeing around you, the rat of inside, but most of you people don't want to say it. You understand? Because this time around, supposed to let you people know. You've been crying for America, come and help me, oh. Hey, the whole world, come and help me, they are killing me, oh. Nigeria cannot work, oh. Nigeria cannot do this. You people are so foolish. If no be the Biafran, if no be Nkenkerebas, and you don't want to say it, and you will die with your silence. Yes. Because you promote what you cannot. Something we don't break out. Something we don't destroy. And thank God, Almighty God. Thank God to God of nature. You will always be the truth because we knows we are the truth. And if you stand in that way, you will pay for it.
Yes.
A man will let you want to save you. You've been crying for many years, crying for America, crying for this, crying for that. Now they come to you and you people want to turn upside down. Can't you see how the death of Nigeria is with you? Even you will be poor. Even you, where they cry Nigeria no good. Can't you see you continue to face the pain? Because we are not Nigeria. To be honest to you, we are not Nigeria. The America must understand the whole world, even the China Ching Chong Ching, as our leader said, APN. We are not Nigeria. Whatever, after all, the North have gold. So we are Biafran. You can't tell Biafran what to do if they want to come to Nigeria. So China, you have a right to go and fight for Nigeria. But you see Biafra line, you must understand from 1960 what you want to put your leg. Ask Britain. Even the way they are telling you blah, 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 blah. You understand? As my brother said, mighty dot. Because these people are even using this Nigeria they are talking, the new more slavery. The China own is the worst.
Yes.
To be honest to you guys. So they are fighting even this 419 of Nigeria. their own 419 was their own new more slavery.
I agree with you.
Is building the China is building this, so China is giving this. So do you ask how they treat their own citizens? They work 24/7 without no food. They kill them, is only few, just as Nigeria is. They work for their master. And there are so many more than Nigeria. So they are fighting all possible base to transfer all those interminated blood of new more slavery to Africa. But not in Biafra land, because we are not Nigeria, thank God. We are so happy with two great almighty God, God of nature. We must let them understand. Now, two countries that you're talking about. So, in my own way, Nigeria and Biafra nation, Biafra country is different. Yeah. So, anybody who be in Nigeria, any state, whatever you call yourself, that is your own business. So, we must let them understand that Biafra is not a never Nigeria. Our leader, our forefathers, our foremothers, let us understand we never be in Nigeria. It was a contraction. And they use Biafra blood to pay for Nigeria. And we come to stop that rubbish. And we come to return back to whosoever stand in the way. Yes. So they must understand that. So my people, Mommy Betty.
Yes.
Please, I'm so sorry. I want to tell Nigeria, we achieve a lot because of our APM. And they lie, they don't want to say the truth. And all of them know about it. Because when you go to that house, that conclave, that house where they opened free door, where God Almighty tells Donald Trump, I know that this is the way the whole world can hear you, not me alone. They know about it. And when he speak to that word, the word here, even for our forefather said, even though leave safe, if you there for bush, you no go know when you go talk, but you no go know who go hear you. You are alone, no? But you go surprised that word where you talk, someone else go tell another person, say, see what you talk, where you are in so places. You go ask yourself, how do you know that leave the hear word? Yes. Because the word is the word of spirit. Yes. So my people, I want to tell these people because it's been a long time and we want to tell Nigerian Sioux government and Britain and the Donald Trump have to listen to us. Please, my father, please the whole world. And we want to give Nigerian followers and Nigerian children and Nigerian fathers and whatever they believe on. That our leader, the land of Biafra is the land of Biafra. It's not South Africa. Our land, South Africa is South Africa. Nelson Mandela was fighting for South Africa. We was the help because we always help. He run to us. So they should stop. Whosoever you are, don't ever next time. You people, we've been keeping quiet for a long time. And this is the time when you people want to, and we will tell you guys, you cannot chew what you cannot swallow. Our leader is not Mercy Mandela. When you want to use yourself, make a sample. Use yourself, not our leader, because he can never be wherever you keep him. The same thing. Biafra is not South Africa. You use our leader. You keep Nigeria backward and trying to force Biafra for what they cannot. We will so burn you to the ashes. Believe me, you cannot carry it. So we want to warn you that our leader is not Mercy Mandela. He speak a word and you can never in this world hold his word. You can never hold anybody word who born you. What is a spirit? Who born you people? I'm telling you people for a long time, and you'll be praising this word and Mercy Mandela. South Africa do this. You want to keep him for 21 years? Are you mad? And you continue pay the price if you stand in the way. I want to warn you people. Yes. And let this enter for whosoever no want to hear a word. You can't keep Biafra for something when you cannot play with. You can't. You can't. Okay, make it move. Try. Okay, make it me. Okay, move for. We don't come move for. We are not in South Africa. South Africa in South Africa. Even when Messi Mandela fight, till today they are still into slavery. And you want to use us and make a sample? Are you mad? And you've been planning this. I've been trying to keep this, and you force yourself, and we will open it for you people to hear. Even to me, a fly when no they hear what, it will always follow dead body.
Exactly. Thank you,
So,
Mary. Thank you
my people,
so much.
make sure you fund your life, because that is important thing.
Yes.
You have to prove to America that what our APM is doing is very, very important to us.
Yes.
Kumi, warn them. They can fight for Nigeria. They should not penetrate Biafra nation. We are 3 religion, Christian and Jewish, and the believing on nature who create heaven and earth. We give them the power. You can't give yourself any power. Don't penetrate it, because you are so angry. If you penetrate it, you will pay for it. Thank you, my people. Fund your Biafrans, fund your life, and make sure you stand with Nkenkerebasi. Stand with your right, because now 2 things. If not good, you will receive it. If not bad, you must. You can't run away. No way. So, my people, make sure whatever they did, Biafra is our goal. Biafra is our future. Biafra is our forefather land. And they said, when we come, we will collect it by force, by power. No way to bake any woman being. So fund your life, because that is the target. So America will know that you're serious about it. Forget propaganda. They tell them, our leader is never been Nelson Mandela. And our land, we want to destroy it with the help of whosoever like life, whosoever know humanity, have a right to breathe. Thank you very much. I mute my mic.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate your submission. Biafrans, you have all heard all the things we are saying is to wake up our slow motion spirit. Listen to what our sisters and brothers are saying. Compare it with what is going on now. Follow up with what our APM is doing. We have been here for so long. We have to call it a day from here. We have been here for 3 hours, 2 minutes, or 3 hours. Yeah, 2 minutes. So, my people, we have to call it a day. Let our brother give his submission and give you people his final word. Go on, Mighty Dot, and greet our people with your last submission, what you want them to do, what you expect from them in terms of our donation. And Biafrans, please, before I forget, tomorrow is the 6th. We have 6th, 7th, 8th. No election in Biafra land. No election. Do not come out. Sit at home. Thank you.
Yes, dear friends, I mean, all this talk. Everybody is seeing what is happening. Like I said, you will only be a useless human being if you are not trying to insult anybody. But come on, let's tell ourselves the truth. If you are still standing somewhere, you say you're standing on the fence and you're watching what is happening. Even if you're an opportunist, this is the time for you to come in, align yourself. Our APM called on all the Biafra group, those who actually genuinely want Biafra to come, that they should come and align themselves, fall in line, and let's do this as one people and get our freedom. But those who don't have Biafra interests at heart, they will not answer that call because they were here for their own personal pocket,
Yes.
seeking for power, seeking for money. They never cared about the freedom of our people.
No.
So If you are anywhere you are in Alaba market, you are in Lagos and Abuja, wherever you are, this freedom is for you. It's for your unborn generation, it's for your children and your children's children. It's for you, for your business. You want to create a business empire. It's with Biafra that you'll be able to make that happen. With Biafra, it is possible. 100%. Nigeria is stagnating you. Nigeria is starving you. You can only be your greatest self. Your greatest potential can only be realized in Biafra.
Yes.
So let's do that. The window of opportunity has opened. The world attention is on Nigeria and Biafra. And European Union, NATO, a member of NATO is now openly speaking for the Biafra recognition.
Yes,
That is to tell you that.
his
That is
name
to tell
is
you that.
Gunter Fleniger.
Yep.
Fellinger.
So
Yeah, Gunter Fellinger.
yeah. So he is openly calling for for European Union and encouraging Donald Trump to recognize Biafra. So that is for this thing to happen. This one is not just anyhow person or one white man sitting there talking. This is a member of a NATO member. You know. So well, it's again. This is like those Christians. It's like a heavenly race. You answer for it's a personal race. Whatever you're doing and you you sit on the fence, you think nobody is watching, nobody is noticing. That when Biafra come, you just come and enjoy. Because a lot of Biafrans have become opportunists. This have never been us. We have always been people that are up front, upward. We have never been people this crooked. I don't know where this breed of people came from. But nevertheless, we remain focused, come and support. Financial support right now is the major thing. Like I said, we have talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. Financial support is the major thing. We need to keep, because this election, my people, we need to make sure that this election never holds. Because if we allow this election to hold, that will validate this contraction in our land, their existence. We are trying to make sure that they are not, we invalidate them. We make sure that we don't recognize them in our land. So we will never, anybody, tell your people, tell your family members, nobody should step outside in old Anambra to go and vote. Because even the gods of our land will be angry with you. We have to let Nigeria know that they are not recognized. America is watching. It is how we respond to this election tomorrow, how we handle the election that is coming, that the sham election in Anambra. If we recognize it, if we validate it, that means we are not ready. We are saying that Fulani should continue killing us, Fulani should continue using, because right now, the terrorists cannot come into our land. Now they're not using the official means to kill us, using the so-called Nigerian army, and then using our governors. And our governors pumping money into them. Then our governors, they're using our governors to create, just like Gumi said. So they're using our governors to create all these so-called security outfits, vigilante groups.
Yes.
These vigilante groups are not really vigilante to protect the land. They are there to fight against the Biafra restoration, to kill you and ordinary Biafran on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
So their killing is from every angle. It's official right now. They're killing us in official way. So if you go and validate this election, that means you're telling Fulani and Soludo that they should continue killing you. They should continue holding you hostage. They should continue keeping Mazin on the Kanu in detention. If we stop this election, if we make sure that this election never works, that will be a big blow. And that will send a very strong message to the international community that these people are completely away from Nigeria. Thank you, my people. And let's sit down together and use this opportunity to liberate ourselves. That we may give ourselves and our unborn generation a better future and a chance to have a better life. Thank you.
Thank you,
my sister,
people.
for your efforts.
So my people, unu anụgo everything ekwu. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ ga-ege this video, ma ndị na-egekwa ntị kịta, ofu ife ka anyị niile na-achụ. onye nke agbalụsi ebe onye nke agbalụsi ebe o nwere uru ọ ga-abala anyị. Ofu ife ka anyị niile na-achụ, ka anyị gbakọta n'ọnụ tụọ ego wee nweta our freedom, nweta our nation. We are very liberal minded people. Anyị abụrụ ndị agha, mana omi nụrụ na onye buru agha bịakwute anyị na onye anwa na agha anwa ga-eri anyị mba. So unu anụghị ife niile ekwu na anyị ga-ejikwa ife anyị nwe wee chọta ife anyị na-achọ. Nke a bụ nke bụ eziokwu, maka na otego Naijiria ji eyuzie wee na-egbu anyị. Those of you na like emere na ekwu okwu sit at home unu agbalụ na-eje afịa. Ịma na all that money ị na-atụ those days ị na-eje afịa, no sponsor ka ị na-eme ndị Fulani for your own killing. You are sponsoring them. Na one prelate ejide last year or 2 years ago, ọkwafa kwụ 100 million. Ego niile a bụ source ndị Fulani ji enweta ego wee na-egbu anyị. Welu mmanụ anyị. Zamfara only came started being in existence 2010. So since 1958 mmanụ anyị ka Nigeria ji eri n'ebu. Fana ndị ọcha fana fanwelu alliance. So kita anyị ga-eji datin anyị nwe wee nweta ife anyị na-achọ. Mana such thing aka emero, ọ ka bụ ife dị on the offing. So ife unu ga-eme bụ ijisi ike bịa na-donate. Na our website here, edepụtara m ya, ọ dị here, www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org. And ịchọọ ịkpọ m, ọ bụrụ na ịbụ onye bi na homeland chọọ ịkpọ m, my number dị ebe a bụ +4477 06705575. Ịkpọrọ ana m ga-agwa gị ebe ị ga-eje donate. So many akpọgo m and fe donate go. Ụfọdụ mesịa fe send alụm ya, I will announce it during fundraising. So my people, unu afụgo na ife anyị na-eme n'ụlọ dị ya. Kita Nigeria na-eshake. Kudos to BRGIE and our APM Maazị Oge Nkere. And kudos to all of you bụ ndị na-atụ ego. Nwanne m nwoke anọ ebe a, ọ dị eme isie. Ọ bụrụgodu na o je ọlụ, ọ bụrụ 11 ọ bịakwa bịa tụnye nke. So my people, jisi na ike. I greet all of you. Yoshi, I love you. I appreciate all of you. Larry, you are making a very great impact. Thank you, people. Thank you, Biafrans. I will see you again tomorrow by the special grace of God. And I say, all hail Biafra. Peace, progress, unity, and equity. We are winning, my people. Nigeria is shaking.